ago that we won, and I came out of their press box and couldn't get down very easy, ended up in the student section, so it was a fun night.
Looking back, that first loss didn't leave the best taste in his mouth, so to speak, in terms of Price coaching from the sidelines. But a little bit of superstition might have never been if that game panned out differently.
Say so, that may be a good chance I'd just be hanging out on the sideline now. I may have fired myself from calling plays.
Since Price took over, the Cougars have produced 5 winning seasons in the last 12 years. They only had 1 in the 35-year span prior.
Yeah, and once again, a guy, as Austin said, special to a lot of us, really good guys there at Campbell County. Speaking of special to us, Charlie Morgan of Gray Hodges is down on the field. Charlie, we were talking, we're so close to the Smoky Mountains. However, with the real estate market down and there's just not much inventory right now, you guys, it's big to be able to renovate to raise the value of homes, correct?
Oh, there's no question about it. Replace that kitchen and with new cabinets, and even go in the bathrooms, all new bathrooms and everything, cabinets there. But you can increase the value of your home doing that and moving in that regard.
Terry, where do you start as far as in the kitchen? What's the most important advice you would give to someone as an expert who owns the company you do?
Well, the first thing to say, what I want to do, I want to do a completely makeover. Do I want to tear out a wall, make it into a great room? I mean, there's so many options that are available.
Well, sounds good. You've got 5 locations locally. Where do people go online? How do they get in touch with you?
That's grayhodges.net.
Sounds good, Charlie. Always good to see you, my friend. And we'll leave all the other stuff we said we were going to talk about just between us, okay?
Sound like a winner.
Yeah, sounds good. We're trying to stay on the air. All right, time now for the Gray Hodges Coaches Corner. This one is a special one to me. He's a special guy on the sidelines, not necessarily a coach, but a special member of the staff at Farragut.
What can I say about Anthony Lindsay? He is one of the most loyal persons I've ever worked with. I've been here for 28 years, and I'm pretty sure he's been with us for the whole 28 years. Cannot do it without him at a football game. He's always smiling. He's always on the sideline. He comes in every day at Friday about 3:15. And the first thing he stops by and sees me and says hi, which makes my day. You did good. And then I get to watch him work on the sidelines at night. He's one of the most loyal Farragut Admiral fans I've ever been around. He went to school here. He's helped Coach Courtney. He's helped the football program with everything you can think of. Without him, I don't think we'd be Farragut High School. Anthony is one of the best. I love him to death.
Here's the water.
He represents Farragut High School so well, and we can't replace him. Let's just put it that way.
Man, he's actually been around here for as long as I can remember. I taught him back in the day, but he's just good to be around. Very happy kid, very cheerful kid. Loves to be around Farragut football. Loves to be around kids. Come get it. Water boy, ball boy. He'll do whatever you ask him to do. He helps set up the cameras. He does everything. He just brings a sense of enjoyment to what we do.
Anthony's a young man, went to school here, and he loves football. And he wasn't able to play football, so he wanted to be around it so much, and he kept asking what he could do. So we made him manager, and he did that probably 5 years here. He really did. And he's very dependable. After I tell him what to do, show him kind of what to do, he'd soak it up, take it all in, and do that.
We need to come back.
And then he began, after he graduated from here, he comes back every night, Friday night, and either we're on the road, he's on the bus with us, from here home, he's here early, set up everything. And he knows what to do on game night, and he just loves to be around the game, loves to be around Farragut football. And the players have just kind of embraced him every year. Everybody knows who Anthony is, and so it's kind of been a thing. It's kind of a good thing, good positive thing to have around.
Come on, Dave!
He just gets excited about on Friday night game night, and how he's on the sideline, how he interacts with everything. Does everything from helping the water to get things set up for the game. After the game, he helps tear down everything, put it back up where it's supposed to go and all that. So he's been a blessing. And he's a very positive young man. He's a guy that, even if you might have a bad day, he comes around, he's always smiling, laughing, and giggling and all that stuff. Just kind of makes your day.
Yeah, what an absolutely special young man. I smiled through that entire story. By the way, if you go to Topgolf, which I go all the time, you may see Anthony there because he works at Topgolf a couple of days a week. Special young man.
Yeah, he's been around that program for a long time.
Yeah.
And a real special guy, always friendly, and has been coming up to me, talking to me about high school football for years. So it's need to kind of see him get some recognition.
Let's head now to Gatlinburg-Pittman, a team having a great year. I'm not going to have Austin throw to Austin. I'll throw to Austin.
Here in Gatlinburg with Whitman Way, Wake Forest commit. Whitman, when you look at your career here at Gatlinburg-Pittman, what comes to mind?
Just all the people I've met, all the great relationships I've built, and just all the great football games I've played.
What do you feel like sets you apart? You've been a playmaker here for the last several years. You're the leader on this team. The other players look to you to kind of lead the way, and you're got a lot of expectations in this 2023 year. What do you feel like sets you apart?
I just feel like I'm the leader of this team, and everybody looks up to me to make the plays and just be the leader.
For you, you play on both sides of the ball. You're a playmaker on both sides of the ball. On offense, they use you at receiver, they use you at running back. You just try to get the ball in your hands. How much do you kind of enjoy the versatility?
I love it. I love just being where I can make plays and help my team out, be a team player.
When they say the mountain thicket, does that get you fired up?
Yes, sir. It's like home. It's just where I've always played or always grew up.
Do you ever just look around when you're at practice or on a Friday night in warm-ups or even during the game and you guys are up big and you're already on the sidelines and just kind of take in like the backdrop? Just how special this place is? Yeah, it's one of the best stadiums, I would say, in the nation. It's crazy. The mountains are just crazy. When you get to college, you could be going to Wake Forest. What kind of led you to the Demon Deacons? That was my first Power 5 offer, and that was my first Power 5 visit. And when I went down there, it just felt like home, and they showed a lot of love, and I just committed. What are they liking you at the next level? What do they want to put you at? They want me to play middle linebacker, like the standard linebacker spot. So you'll be throwing on some weight once you get to college. Yeah, I'll be around. So how much now? With that being said, how much do you really enjoy the offensive side now? Because getting the ball in your hands will be few and far between once you get to college. Yeah, no, I love getting the ball right now because I know when I get to college, it's just going to be all defense. Which makes when you get an interception, you better make sure you score because those chances of getting the end zone dwindle when you go to the defensive side of the ball. When you look back, when your career's over, what will you remember most? Just really all the great relationships I made and stuff, and just playing with my friends and all the great memories I made. Whitman Way going to make more memories as the season rolls along. He's the key for the GP Highlanders here in 2023.
The Gray Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
Abraham Lincoln knew the power of an open door. He invited the public into the White House throughout his presidency because he understood open doors lead to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new discoveries. At LMU, our mission is to open doors for every student who comes here, so they can become everything they're meant to be. Come discover how we can open doors for you.
Your roof, it's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Hi,
I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
An incredible year we've had here on the Knox WKNX. We will transition here in a couple of weeks in November. OEB Playoff Friday, every Friday night on WATE ABC. The 3A championship game, the Alcoa championship game, will be on WATE on December the 1st. And the Rivalry Showcase, Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase, Saturday, December the 9th. Time now for the Food City National Anthem. Let's head down to the field. Well, as we wrap things up here on the Gray Hodges Rivalry Thursday pregame show, quick preview of a few games tomorrow night. You have to start over here in Blount County with Maryville and Alcoa.
Yeah, the Battle of Pistol Creek, and you know, everybody's loving up Alcoa going into this game. They're undefeated. Maryville's kind of licking their wounds 5-3. So it tells me it's going to be a pretty good game.
Yeah, have a feeling it'll be a pretty good game. Gibbs and Anderson County, kind of a region championship type game.
It is. You know, Anderson County the heavy favorite in this one.
Sure.
Gibbs seeing if they can actually compete with the Mavericks for a change. They've not been able to do that very much.
Halls and West. West will play Powell next week. Don't look past Brent Hughes' Red Devils, 7-1.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You know, West coming off the bye week and seemingly getting healthier by the week, which is good news for Lamar Brown and company. But this is a Halls team that still has some positioning this week. Obviously a big one against West, but next week against Central.
Yeah, big game here tonight. When we come back after the break, a playoff game. The winner is in, the loser is out. It's Central and Heritage next on FCA's Playoff Friday, brought to you by Pilot Company. Also tomorrow night, the OEB Law Game of the Week on BBBTV12.com. Oliver Springs and Coalfield. Brad Jones has you covered there. Let's take a break. We'll play the Open and we'll play some football when we come back from Heritage.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
I'm Dr. Mike Costa of Malone & Costa Dentistry. You can find us at KnoxvilleSmiles.com.
I'm standing here in front of a dental robot. We're one of 2 dentists in the state of Tennessee that utilize this cutting-edge technology. Do you have a broken tooth, a tooth that's in pain, or a denture that doesn't fit well? Maybe you're a little anxious? You can come in and we offer comprehensive sedation services and utilize this awesome technology to give you precise, accurate care. If you think this technology can help you, visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com. I look forward to helping you.
Knoxville is my home. I was born and raised here, and I was blessed to raise my family here. This community is one that I'm proud to live in and serve every day. At Ted Russell Ford for over 50 years, we've been Knoxville's hometown dealer. Helping our friends and neighbors own their first car or their dream car or truck has been our absolute pleasure. At Ted Russell Ford Lincoln, we will continue to serve our community because East Tennessee, you've always supported us. Thank you.
Visit us at one of our 2 locations on Parkside Drive or Kingston Pike, or online at tedrussellford.net.
Why does picking a mattress gotta be so hard? I know, right? You haven't heard of Better Mattress? Who? Better Mattress? They make their own mattresses right here in Tennessee. They also can customize one just for you. 5 locations? Count me in. Better Mattress. Good night just got better.
I was the star around here until Glass Doctor installed this perfect shower enclosure. Now they look at me like, well, there you go.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles. The following is a special sports presentation by Pac-Man Sports.
He sees orange top, touchdown. 4th down and short. Low, and they will fake the extra point. Trying to get to the outside, no. Williams has got speed. See ya. There's nothing there. Boom. And Dance will look to throw. Pressure from behind. Nailed at the 41. It is a gorgeous venue for a playoff game. The first round is 2 weeks from tomorrow night, but for Central and Heritage, this is the first round tonight because winner is in, loser goes home. Central and Heritage on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, presented by Pilot Company. Joe Ossovet, the former Tennessee tight end, about to lead his Heritage Mountaineers out. Mark Packer, Aaron Kane, Austin Price. Let's start with the big gun for the Bobcats, Frank Johnson IV.
Yeah, Frank Johnson, he is a load, about 5'10", 215. He's got 5 100-yard games already this season, 7 touchdowns, almost 900 yards rushing. Been a bit of an ankle injury, hurt it during the Oak Ridge game, missed Powell last week, had the bye week to get healthy. Austin, Central needs him to go, and if not, then Central could be in trouble.
Described as a high ankle, too, so it could be a little tweaky tonight. Wesley Deck is the straw that stirs the drink for Heritage. He will go big, or the Heritage Mountaineers will go home, because if he plays well, they've got a great shot to punch their ticket to the playoffs tonight.
Ought to be interesting to see as Tony Budnick is running over to Joe Ossovet and saying, Coach, we need you right over here. We're working on getting Ossovet with Casey Funderburg. Ossovet has done amazing things here. Nick Craney has been a part of state championships at Central, but for these two teams, if you don't get in the dance, you can't win again. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg down on the sideline with Heritage head coach Joe Ossovet.
That's right. Well, Coach, I'm doing well, thank you, Coach Ossovet. Tonight's obviously a big game because it's basically a playoff game for you guys. So what is it going to take for you all to pull out the win?
Got to execute all 3 phases of us here. I know it's cliche. We got to do what we did last week. Be explosive on offense, hopefully take away the football, and execute on special teams.
Wesley Deck has been a big player for you all this season. What would you like to see out of him tonight?
Play within the system, plays within the system, we'll be just fine. You don't got to be Superman. We got enough talent around you to win this thing. Just operate within the system, we'll be okay as we go forward.
Defensively, what do you all need to do to take control of this ball game and keep Central out of the red zone?
Rally to the football, tackle zero, and get as many hats to them as we can. Stop the run, make them one-dimensional.
All right, thanks, Coach.
I appreciate you.
That's a football coach, and we'll take a look and see as Barry Mathis handling things tonight. Heritage will get the football to get things started tonight. First quarter, as always, brought to you by OEB Law. Turn your wreck into a check with OEB. A blustery night here tonight, 65 degrees. Weather brought to you by the 6 Storm Team and Exterior Home Solutions. Nick Craney on the far side of the field. Eric, you know him well. You've been in weddings together. This is an important game for him.
Yeah, it's a huge game for him. Nick's done a good job at Central, taking them to the playoffs every year, a head coach. Obviously, Bryce and Ross are back-to-back state championships a few years ago, and this is one of the biggest games he's coached, trying to get his team in the playoffs and have that defense ready to go, stopping a really good quarterback that Austin pointed out.
Then you got Joe Acevet in his second year at Heritage, trying to lead the Mountaineers to the playoffs for the first time in a while. Heritage just won the toss, and like Acevet's demeanor and bravado, he said, "We'll take the ball, bro. Let's go."
And our first chance to see Wesley Deck, the senior at quarterback, who's had a heck of a year. And they say sometimes these players and these teams are mirror images of their coach. I'd say Wesley Deck is a mirror image of Joe Acevet.
Yeah, I think so too, man. He's real fired up all the time, plays great behind his emotion, and Coach Acevet continued to talk about the system, play within the system. Well, that system scores a lot of points, and so we could be in for a good one tonight.
This is our 15th year of Rivalry Thursday, the first time the Mountaineers have ever been on our airwaves, and they'll start off with a kickoff return past the 30-yard line, past the 35. Football comes loose. Central says they came up with it. And do the officials agree? They're all looking at each other. They'll have a discussion. And it looks like they will say Central football. What a way to start the game for Nick Craney and the Bobcats.
Well, you had a phenomenal kick return up into a point, and that point was right there when you lost the football. Got on it just before it got out of bounds.
So the Bobcats will get the football at the 36-yard line. And while we were talking about Wesley Deck is not the first quarterback out. That will be Sam Myers for the Bobcats, with Frank Johnson, the fourth, behind him. Off left tackle, finds a gap, sees the end zone, inside the 10, down at the 7-yard line. 29 yards on the first play of the game, and first down and goal.
Yeah, if you're Central, that's what you want. You got to feed your horse. He's the guy that's made this offense go the last couple of years. Mentioned he's been a bit banged up. Get the big turnover, play number one, follow behind that pulling left guard, right through the crease and on down inside the 10.
They'll go back to him again off left tackle, and he will bulldoze his way down to the 4.
Johnson on the carry, tackled by McCampbell, second down.
Any kind of stop here is a real win for Heritage, even if you hold them to a field goal.
Well, we haven't even had a chance to set the lineup for Central, but boy, they are big on the left side. Cooper Wyatt, 6'2", 300, wearing number 78, is where they like to go when they need a yard, and that's where they will go right here. They'll follow him down, turning towards the end zone, down inside the 1. Third down and goal for the Bobcats.
And I thought he got it. I mean, you're about as close as you can get right there for Frank Johnson. Third and inches, running behind that left side, as you mentioned, Mark, right up to the yard line.
Yeah, I thought that was a good call. Just short, just short.
Third down, they'll hand it to Johnson, touchdown. Just over a minute into the game, a turnover, a touchdown, and Central takes a 6-0 lead.
And Acevet talked about that with Casey in the pregame interview. Special teams. I mean, this wasn't a kick return, which is something they've struggled with this year, allowing teams to get kick returns against them. This was a fumble on your own kick return and a steady dose of Frank Johnson, and Heritage all of a sudden does doubt creep in here. This is a game you lost a year ago. They're going to be tested here as it's 7-0. Bobcats.
Extra point is up and good.
They hit the kicker.
Take a quick break and a tip from Exterior Home Solutions.
Flag after the play.
Obviously, we will wait for the call. A 4-play, 36-yard drive in 109. And here was the extra point.
During the play, running into the kicker, the points count. The kicking team is elected to take the ball on the 5-yard penalty on the kickoff.
Cody Hedges from Exterior Home Solutions. While we may live in the most beautiful part of Tennessee, East Tennessee, where the beautiful leaves are out, soon they're going to be falling into your gutters. Today we're talking gutter maintenance. Though these gutters may be clean now, soon enough they'll be full of leaves and debris, and that's what we want to protect you from in Exterior Home Solutions. Let us get some gutter guards in your gutter that's going to last, that's not too expensive, and we can do it in a matter of hours. We want to protect you at Exterior Home Solutions. Though you may see our roofing crews all over Knoxville, siding crews, everything we specialize in, gutters is definitely one of the top priorities for your home. From gutter guard to a good gutter system, that's what we want to give you at Exterior Home Solutions.
And the Dance Cheers Spotlight tonight brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. Ashley Carroll, she is the senior team manager. And when we were ready to do the segment, they're like, "Where's Ashley? Where's Ashley?" They brought her down in a special moment for all of those girls, brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions. 7-0 Central with the lead. Frank Johnson, the fourth, all 36 yards on the 36-yard drive.
Again, that's about as good as you could start if you're Central, right? I mean,
it is about as bad as you can start for Heritage.
Reminiscent of Tennessee at LSU last year, muffing that, kickoff. Wasn't the exact same play, but you score a couple plays later. And now, if you're Heritage, how do you respond?
Well, if you're Heritage, you say this is where we were just about, a minute 22 seconds ago. We were getting the football instead of getting tied at 0. We're down 7-0.
And you were going to get the ball in decent field position. It was a nice kick return up to the point he fumbled it.
Yep. So now our chance to see Wesley Deck face this Central defense. And to steal a line from Austin, the straw that stirs the drink, 1,509 yards through the air, 17 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, very efficient, 9 touchdowns on the ground, 350 yards.
Yeah, Central has to account for his legs because he can really, make things happen on the ground and is tough to bring down.
We go as he goes, is what Joe Acevet told me yesterday on Wesley Deck.
Trips receivers far side.
By the snap, false start, offense, 56, 5-yard penalty, we play the down.
Barry Mathis, our referee tonight, and Joe Acevet already at his team with his hand saying, "Calm down."
Yeah.
Calm down.
Just run a play. Breathe.
Ooh. High snap. Wesley Deck will hand off. Actually, he'll keep it. Oh, look at here. Looky here. Down the sideline. What a play to Zach Davidson, and that is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Offensive line does a nice job of holding up. Deck finds Davidson, and the Mountaineers are in Bobcat territory.
Zach Davidson's been a bit banged up so far this year. Leading receiver last year, already a big play.
51 yards. They'll throw this one out. Blockers in front. Down inside the 25. That's Walter Gold. And let's set up the defense for you. Already has been challenged. A couple of juniors and a sophomore up front.
Yeah, Landon Hatfield unfortunately is going to be out for this one. Got a bit banged up in the win last week, and so some guys are going to have to step up in that strong side defensive end spot on the defensive front.
First down and 10 at the 23, inside handoff. Boy, there's that Central defense.
Yeah, buried that time by big number 6 Donovan Washington.
shot right there. Leader in the clubhouse for the Joe Newbert collision of the game, just 2 minutes in. This Heritage team, a winner over Lenore City a week ago, 35-0. Central off last week. Wesley Deck will look to throw it right across the middle. Catch is made down inside the 15-yard line. That's Dominic Stevens as the Bobcats are ripping at the football.
That's first down Heritage. This would be a heck of an answer after that awful start.
Stevens with 33 catches coming into tonight and a first down at the 13. Three receivers near side. Play fake. Cross the middle. Oh, intercepted.
No. Great play there by the Central secondary.
Noah Lyons with the interception off the deflection. His second interception of the season, the sophomore. And Central's defense bends. It doesn't break there in the red zone.
Right off the hands of Dominic Stevens.
Yeah.
And first down and 10 at the 7-yard line. The officials having some kind of a discussion. Sideline warning against Central. So the next one will be a penalty.
Against the Bobcats.
2 turnovers already for Heritage 3 minutes into the game.
When the playoffs are on the line, obviously not the way you want to start this one. And again, Central took advantage of the first one. It's going to have to drive the length of the field here, but can Central's offense take advantage of the second turnover?
Now, a year ago when these teams played, Frank Johnson IV had 39 carries, 266 yards. Throw this one deep in second down.
See, you know, for me, like as much as Frank kind of gashed him on that, I would have just kept feeding it to him. Because,
sure.
I mean, I get he's got a bum ankle, but like now all of a sudden you're backed up.
Yeah.
If you're playing at 2nd and 10, if they're able to stop you here and force you into a 3rd and long, they easily could get the ball back on your side of the 50.
Well, much like Tennessee against A&M with that punt the other day, you got to keep the other team in jail once you put them there. They carry this one out to the 12 and a 3rd down and 5. And the defense with a little bit of everything. Freshman.
It's 3rd down.
One senior starts on that defense.
Yeah, we saw Cole McCampbell before the graphic turned over right there. Only a sophomore, but he's one of the focal points of this defense. 50 tackles, 3 sacks, 5 TFLs. One of those stalls that stir the drink defensively for Heritage.
3rd and 6, got to get off the field here for the Mountaineers.
Bobcats will they'll fake the handoff to the man in motion.
He's got to get upfield.
Nice job by the Heritage defense bottling up Cameron Bingham.
Myers on the keep.
And the defense did what it needed to do, keeping the Bobcats pinned in jail.
And it was a different quarterback, Cameron Bingham, who plays a lot. He's more the zone read guy, the more athletic of the two. Not a whole lot of option there. Great job by Heritage, outflanking Central and getting the stop.
Reese Dickey for the Mountaineers in the backfield.
Snap here is crucial. Again, Heritage should get the ball on their side, or on the Central side of the 50. First punt of the night for the Bobcats.
Low snap. They'll get this one away and out of bounds. While they're marking that off, let's check in with KCK of WATE, a Friday Frenzy Week 10 preview. Casey.
Hey, thanks, guys. This week, the headliner, it should be no surprise to anyone. Our game of the week is Maryville at Alcoa. Now, from a postseason perspective, it doesn't mean too much, but a great opportunity for both teams to get their weak points exposed before that postseason. Now, other games that we have include Lenore City at Oak Ridge, Halls at West, Farragut at Hardin Valley, and Gibbs at Anderson County. You can catch the highlights highlights, and much, much more from all of those matchups tomorrow at 11:14 p.m. on WATE. Usually you have Sam Rothman and Reese Van Haften, but this week they'll be in Alabama, so you'll be stuck with me and Bo Williams.
Oh, it'll be a spectacular show tomorrow night. Ratings will go through the roof.
Thanks, Mark.
Mountaineers with the football out inside the 40-yard line at the 37. No gain on the play. Nice job by the Bobcat front seven.
Tackle by Dixon. It's second
Jaden
down.
Dixon Jr., number 42.
Lost about one, so 2nd and 11 here.
Yeah, because Landon Hatfield's not playing in this one. Jaden Dixon, who just made the tackle, going to be playing a little bit on both sides. The junior.
2nd and 11. Quarterback would keep it himself. Didn't fool anybody on that defense.
They'll lose another yard. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Casson Garrison, a sophomore, 6'3", 290, number 76, leading the charge.
And good eyes. Way to come off the block, see where the ball is, and make the tackle in the backfield.
3rd down and 12. Kind of no man's land right here if they don't convert. Wesley Deck rolling right, running out of time, overthrows the receiver, almost intercepted. And on a 4th down and 12, Ossovet's got to think about what he wants to do here.
I think you punted away, play defense.
Yeah.
Pin them deep again. You just had some success. He was there, just airmailed it.
Throw on the money there, and it's close, but he was throwing on the run.
Kepley to punt. Corey Bingham deep.
So, let's see here. Deck, I don't believe he's back there right now, but Deck has punted some this year for Heritage.
So the football at the 39-yard line, high snap. Central didn't even budge to run after that one. Oh, why did you even touch that? Well, he almost touched it. Ball bounds into the end zone. So a net punt of 19 yards. Well, our thanks to everyone for your generous donations to Wreaths Across America, ensuring that this Christmas season there are no graves of any of our veterans without a wreath on them. Whether you're on site or if you're at home, make that donation to knoxwreaths.org. 6:03 to go, first quarter, 7-0 Central.
Yeah, I think you got to go back to your horse. You got to go back to Frank Johnson. Got away from him a little bit in that drive where he had to punt it away. 4-play scoring drive off the turnover at the top of the game. Go back to Frank Johnson, move the sticks.
And they'll throw. Looking to throw. This one is caught out into the flats, cutting back inside, and they'll get the first down out to the 35. Who wants to hand off to Frank Johnson, the 4th?
Got to be more aggressive to go tackle if you're Heritage right there. They kind of laid back on that area and let the receiver come to them, and then he made people miss. And we'll make people miss.
Yeah, watch for Daniel Sackey, who had that reception. We got a timeout on the field. Injured player.
Mountaineer, yep.
That's a bad one. Dominique Stevens. For Heritage, not a player they want to lose. Let's go ahead and take a quick break from our friends at Food City.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop where meat is hand cut in store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Well, the ball's on the road Saturday. Be back home soon enough. Your tailgating headquarters, Food City, Pepsi, and Frito-Lay. Place that order online at foodcity.com. Put your zip code in. It'll show you the closest Food City to you, and they will have you covered. By the way, a shout out to Gwen from the Clinton Highway Food City. Gwen and her husband, Clint, watch Rivalry Thursday every week, so thanks for watching. By the way, the Gambooz's game night makeover tonight's a little bit near and dear to my heart because the young lady that cuts my hair once a month, Harley.
She in the house?
Don't call her Harley Davidson, is the one that's going to be handling the game not makeover tonight. They'll throw this one out down the sideline and out of bounds. Bobcats look like they're trying to kind of loosen up the defense a little bit with those short passes. That one to Dante Strickland.
Yeah, they're going to throw those screens out there to Bingham, to Strickland, and of course to Sackey, who's already had a reception on this drive. And either we got a false start or an offsides encroachment for Heritage.
Looks like the hands are on the hips, so it looks to me like it's offsides.
Prior to the snap, encroachment, defense, 61, 5-yard penalty. Result of the penalty is a first down.
Good look at Nick Craney, handling the defense for the most part. Defensive coordinator on the state championship teams of 2018 and 19. Took over for Bryson Rosser. 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll go to Big Frank Johnson, and he'll fall forward for a gain of 3.
Johnson on the carry.
So far, what do you think about Johnson? Has he looked healthy, Austin? He looked healthy on that first drive.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's looked plenty good. I mean, you know, it's shown the ability to cut, you know, and showed some acceleration on the first drive, and obviously he's a load to bring down.
Yeah.
Now, the reason this game is a play-in game, or a play-out game, should we say, as they'll throw the pass here across the middle. Receiver is there, drops the football.
Adam.
With a class of, the top 3 teams in this region, West, Powell, and Halls.
But
Halls and West will play tomorrow, both 7-1.
Central could get as high as the 3, though, if they win this game and beat Halls next week.
It's a really good throw here by Myers, just off the hands of Bingham. He won that one back, 4 touchdowns on the season.
Now you put yourself in 3rd and long here.
Yeah, and that's not a situation.
It's 3rd and medium, I guess. But the point is, it's just not just as easy just to hand off to Frank Johnson and go get 7 yards. So.
3rd down and 7. They'll just go ahead and hand off to Frank Johnson. Upright tackle, look out. Dragging defenders literally down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 15 yards. And a hat comes off.
So we got Johnson on the 34 down here. We got a helmet at the 36 on the opposite side of the field. I don't know how that happened. Jake Holbert, the offensive lineman for Central, losing his headgear, having to sit out of play.
No post play.
1st down, quick pass, which they continue to run. And this for a gain of just 2 yards.
Yeah, I think that's the game you're going to see a lot tonight. You know, those short screens out there to Bingham, to Strickland, to Daniel Sackey, and try to loosen up the perimeter and then just give it to Big Frank and let him go get his yards. Frank Johnson, the 4th.
For the other 3 here,
that is unknown at this time.
Always wondered. Second down and 8, clock at 4 minutes to go, 1st quarter. They'll hand off to Frank Johnson again off left tackle.
Bring up about 3rd and 5.
See that? I thought he was a little too hesitant. Now, it didn't appear to be a lot of room to go in front of him, but just kind of dancing around back there. I mean, he did it with a full head of steam, fall forward, you're going to get 4 or 5 yards.
You know, you're going to be proud of me. I'm going to compare him to somebody that never wore 0. He kind of looks the bus. He does look like Jerome Bettis a little bit, just the way he moves. They'll hand off to the right tackle. And it'll bring up a 4th down and 3.
I would say Craney's going to go for
I was going to say that's a very 4th and manageable with a 220-pound back.
He's hobbling.
Yeah, that ankle. And so you take Frank Johnson, the 4th, out, and you go to Nick Chittum, that's about 100, almost 70 pounds less than Frank Johnson.
But a lot quicker. Quicker first step, quicker burst.
4th down and 2, inside handoff, and they will
not get it.
I don't know.
Not get it.
So.
Not get it.
Yeah. According to that spot, they don't get it.
And they will get the stop.
Man, that was close.
And mark that one down, because if you've got the size of Frank Johnson, the 4th, in there healthy, you get that first down because he falls forward.
Yep, it's likely. What a stop by Heritage.
And that's rough because if you hand it off to Frank Johnson, the fourth, he probably gets there, right? I mean, he's just tougher to bring down. I mean,
just a load, yeah.
Well, Josh Burns, number 69, defensive lineman, 6 foot 270.
And when you have that ankle, I mean, it just can rear its ugly head at any moment, right? I mean, no matter how good you look.
And you mentioned in pregame, it's a high ankle too, and those just linger and linger.
So handoff off left tackle, they'll get 3 yards, and back we go the other way.
Central's got to do, or Heritage has got to do something with this drive offensively. I like the way they moved the ball a couple of drives ago all the way down to the red zone. Of course, that turnover off the hands of a receiver. Went 3 and out the last drive. Like to see another long, sustaining drive here for the Mountaineers.
2nd down and 7, high snap. Wesley Deck keeps it himself, breaks through, gets the first down, and then trips up past the 35 to the 36.
Game good enough for a Mountaineer first down.
Nice vision by Deck. Tripped over the
35-yard line.
Yeah. I was going to say Johnny Blade tripped him up.
It's a raised 35-yard line marker here. Deck throws this one out. Oh,
man. What a play there. Daniel Sackey on defense. I mentioned him on offense. He's the star player defensively. Beat his block, read that screen, made a play, and you got a Mountaineer that's a bit shaken up right there. That's Dylan Burgess who had the reception.
Yeah, Burgess really lucky he didn't get a clean hit on him because, I mean, he was teed up there to level a big hit.
Pass across the middle, another big hit. But the catch is made. Slipping back into the game is Dominic Stevens.
Watch those slants now. The slant was the one that was off the hands that was picked off.
Yep.
Oatsvet's going with these slants here, these drives. We've seen it already a couple times tonight.
By the way, Dominic Stevens, the nephew of Stanton Stevens, former head football coach at Austin East, Oak Ridge,
Laverne,
and Shirley. 3rd down and 6. Deck looking to throw.
Oh, picked off.
Is this intercepted?
Nice play
yes,
right
it
there.
Is. 3rd turnover of the game. That one on the break by Torrin McAfee.
Yeah, McAfee just read that, Eric. I mean, just Deck telegraphed it, and a beautiful play.
Yeah, you can see it all the way up here from the press box. You see the routes. You see the break, and then you see him jump that route and wrestle it away from the receiver for his 4th interception of the season. That is now the 3rd turnover for the Mountaineers here in this first half.
You know,
first quarter.
I was about to say, if Heritage can survive that stat line at the bottom, 3 turnovers in the first quarter.
And I mean, for Central, you got to make it pay. You did well on the first one.
And Frank's back in.
And you're on the plus side of the 50 here.
Looking to throw, gonna take the shot. Receiver is there, comes back for the football, spins to the inside. 1st down and goal inside the 10. That's Dante Strickland for a gain of 38 yards.
And I'd say you're about to see a steady dose of Big Frank.
Nice little pitch and catch right there. Myers throwing the ball up there for his receiver to go get it. Now you're inside the 5.
1st down, low snap, doesn't matter. Frank Johnson, the 4th, walks in for his 2nd touchdown of the night. It is hard to overcome 3 turnovers in a quarter if you're Heritage, and they're down 13-0.
The worst possible first quarter they could have imagined, right? I mean, like, nothing's worked well. The one drive you had where you went down the field, you threw a pick inside the 10.
I think this drive was just so quick, too, because you had the deflating turnover. You had Central that took a shot. I love that call.
Yeah, I do too.
And then you have Frank Johnson, the 4th, who is untouched into the end zone.
Snap is back, kick is up. 14-0 Bobcats, and nothing against Central at all. They have taken advantage of their opportunities, but the Mountaineers have given them opportunities. Rivalry Thursday is brought to you in part by the official sports training partner of Rivalry Thursday. That being D1. Look for any one of the area locations of D1 Sports Training. 14-0. Aerial coverage brought to you by Gatlinburg. The mountains are calling. What I hate is we come here to Heritage. We've got this gorgeous view of the mountains.
And it gets dark early.
And it goes just straight dark by the start of the game.
Yeah.
Well, when we talked about doing a Heritage game for the first time ever, we looked at William Blount. We decided to not do that one, decided to do this one. William Blount, you would have seen the mountains. You would have also seen a William Blount win. Now you're seeing a Central team jump out 14-0 with 34 seconds to go first quarter.
This from Skip McMillan in the booth, or in the truck. Heritage, 13 turnovers through 8 games on the season. 3 here in the first quarter tonight. Again, certainly not the way you want to start if you're Heritage.
2-play, 41-yard drive. This returnable for the Mountaineers from the 14-yard line. And they'll start this drive at the 26-yard line. Winner of this game, here's my phrase, for all intents and purposes, goes to Sevier County in round 1.
Unless Central beats Halls next week.
Correct.
If Central wins this game.
There's the disclaimer. Well, and let's not look past this. Halls has got West tomorrow. I mean, everybody thinks West will win the game just by history. But I mean, if Halls goes over and wins, then it's all discombobulated.
Halls or West, as also pointed out in the pregame, getting healthier too.
And of course, West plays Powell next week.
Wesley Deck left by himself. Inside, nice gain of 7 yards. That will probably take us to the end of the first quarter. A disastrous start to this game for Heritage. Down 14-0, 3 turnovers. But if they score on this drive, it's a 1-possession game. And it's not over quite yet. That takes us to the end of the quarter. Bobcats up 14-0 on Heritage on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, brought to you by Pilot.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Deitch. While my office is in Harriman, I can service anyone in the state of Tennessee. We'd love a chance to earn your business, so please give us a call at 865-882-2181 or by email or check out our webpage, and we'd love to earn your business.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank, life made better.
Your roof, it's the most important protection against nature for your home or your business. That's why I trust the experts at Exterior Home Solutions.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, the largest furniture retailer in the state of Tennessee with 3 superstore locations, brings you thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. More bedrooms, more recliners, more custom upholstery, more leather furniture, and the most exciting mattress selection in the state. Do not miss out on this limited time offer. Thousands of yellow tag sale prices plus 0% interest, and we pay your sales tax. That's right, we pay your sales tax with 3 superstore locations. Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. You just can't do any better.
Second quarter is brought to you by Knoxville Wholesale Furniture. Down to Casey Funderburg down on the field.
Coach, not a bad way to start a ball game, capitalizing off of Heritage mistakes here in the first quarter. What all does your team need to do to keep this going throughout the rest of the game?
Yeah, big opportunities that we had, and we talked all week about, not allowing them to create big plays. But then the flip side, when the opportunities were there, we had to take advantage of them. And so it's good to see our guys do that and take advantage of those opportunities, those turnovers, and get some scores. But it's a long game, and so we got to keep fighting.
Obviously, you guys have been able to put points on the board, but what do you need to do just to continue that, to continue those runs, and also being able to maybe get that first down like you guys went for that fourth down, didn't get it? What could you do to do better in the rest of the game?
Yeah, got to continue to block well, and really, football's about blocking and tackling. If we do those things well, we'll continue to move the ball. And even still, there were opportunities there at the end of the first quarter, or actually the play, that same drive where we had a big play that we dropped. And so there's more opportunities out there. We just got to take advantage of them and make a play when it's there.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
2nd down and 3 converted on an individual effort by Wesley Deck.
And he holds that thing in there. He gave it that time. I believe that's gold. But those reads, man, he rides that and then pulls it at the last minute.
2nd down.
Good quarterback.
Inside handoff to Walter Gold, a freshman. And a 2nd down and 7. Scoreboard says 3rd down and 7. I believe it's 2nd down and 7.
It is.
Hand off to Gold, off right tackle, using the speed and close to first down yardage.
Gold on the carry. 2nd down, bounds by Badgett.
I believe just a little short. Now, the one bugaboo about Gold is having a little bit of ball security problems this year.
Yeah, he's a freshman. Everything's kind of new to him. Of course, freshman and sophomore. Thomas Brewer is only a sophomore for Heritage. Without Braden Cooper.
Yeah, it's 3rd down and 1.
2-down territory here.
3rd down right at midfield.
I'm riding with Deck.
I don't think they didn't cross. Four seconds on the play clock. 1.
They'll snap it. Deck will keep it himself. Will get the first down into the second wave of defense. A first down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 20 yards on a 3rd and 1. And the Mountaineers cooking again.
Central had that box loaded up pretty well, Eric. But the problem is once you get through a little bit of a crease right here, it's all she wrote there for about 15 or 20 yards.
Yeah, exactly. You found that cutback lane. Jaden Clemens, the Will backer, a little late getting over to cut it off, and an easy first down run.
First down, high snap. Boy, they barely got it to him. And this may cash in big as Stevens takes it inside the 15. It's a first down. 16 yards. Boy, there was some handle on the football there.
I was going to say, that's not the first time. That's about the 3rd or the 4th time. The snap has been an issue. They've been high. They've been low. Wesley Deck showing the athleticism. Look at that one-handed grab. And yeah. I mean, it messes up the timing.
Here, you take it.
Lucky that was not a fumble.
And how many times does the messed up timing mess up the defense? 16 yards. Deck looking.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. 4th turnover of the game. The receiver was there, but for Central, the receiver is Silas Geesland. And he'll go all the way for the touchdown, 76 yards.
You can see that from our angle. From the camera angle, you can just see it happening in slow motion, obviously. I mean, it was, I mean, what a play.
You jump up, you're playing this great as you're the end man on the line of scrimmage. You said, oh, looky what I have right here. And then you keep your feet and go to the end zone. 4th turnover in the first half for the Mountaineers. And this one is a pick 6 on a great play from Silas Geesland.
And somewhere Dale Jones is so proud. I mean, Heritage just moved the football.
They have, but, moving it between the 20s don't matter. You got to cash in, and Central has cashed in to the tune of a 20-0 lead as they block the extra point.
Second defensive touchdown.
20-0. Let's take a break as the Bobcats with a big lead early in this game.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Glass Doctor, Better Mattress, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear, And the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Abraham Lincoln knew the power of an open door. He invited the public into the White House throughout his presidency because he understood open doors lead to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new discoveries. At LMU, our mission is to open doors for every student who comes here, so they can become everything they're meant to be. Come discover how we can open doors for you.
For me in my office, it's not just about writing an insurance policy. I want to be part of you and your family's lives and be there with you in the good and the bad. Please just give us a call, 675-0888. We'd love to speak with you.
You know, life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. And they're who I call when life happens, and you should too.
You're watching Rivalry Thursday on The Knox.
Well, you take a look at the first quarter stats brought to you by OEB Law. Where's turnovers on there? Turnovers on there?
Should be, because that's the story of the game.
It's the only thing that matters. It's the only number that matters. It's 20-0 currently, 14-0 at the end of the first quarter, and 129 yards for Central, 95 for Heritage. Boy, they had short fields.
And you got to take into account that pick six doesn't show up on the stat sheet there.
I mean, there's your number. Yeah. There's your number at the bottom of the screen. Joe McNish is writing it down right now. 4 turnovers for Heritage, 3 for the Bobcats. There it is. I knew he'd write it. We've been working together for like over 20 years. Short kickoff. Mountaineers from the 5. And good field position now past the 30.
Ball again.
Bobcats
and
say
the Bobcats have it again. 5.
5
Get your
turnovers.
eraser out, Joe.
Change the graphic as the ball is recovered by Daniel Raby.
7 can't hold on to the ball. They're just ripping at it. That's his second fumble on a kickoff tonight.
And credit Central. They've been ripping at it all night long. Mark even made the comment about the defense earlier. And they've ripped through a couple of them, caused a couple turnovers.
Well, what is it? Once a player shows you they're going to turn the ball over once, every time the defense tries harder and harder and harder and believes more and more you're going to do it again.
Yeah, just extra motivation because you know you've seen it.
Football at the 32. Do you take a shot quickly? Nope, they'll throw this one out. Back to Daniel Sackey.
The one thing the 20-0 lead is allowed too is you know, they don't have to turn it to Frank John. They kind of rest him, you know, take a little pressure off the ankle, right?
They got Halls next week.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, you can see Nick Chittum's in the football game right now.
Handoff, a flag comes in, and the Mountaineers ripping at the football.
That's going to be in the line of hold, in the area of holding.
Tackle by McCampbell. Flag on the play.
By the way, this is the last time anyone will see this field. They're ripping it up next week and putting in turf, artificial turf, new track, new long jump pit, you name it, they're putting it in here at Heritage and William Blount. A $4.1 million project for both schools combined.
They're in play, holding, offense, 76.
First penalty of the night.
10-yard penalty from the previous spot. Replay the down.
So it'll be second down and about 18. 16.
We'll call it 2nd down and 15.5, so Austin's right either way. And the Bobcats will look to throw behind the secondary receiver all by himself. That football overthrown. And boy, Corey Bingham was like, really?
Well, that's twice tonight. He dropped a touchdown and then now had the ball thrown over his head on what would have been another likely touchdown.
Well, Bingham was 5 yards behind the secondary.
It must have been a hitch and go because he was wide open. The 2 defenders trailing him.
3rd down and 16.
I play this to try to play 4 downs. I try to get about 7 or 8 here and then get him to go for it on 4th.
Frank Johnson's back in. He's motioned now. But
boy, he's just hobbling his way out there, isn't he?
Well, they're
going to throw it to him. He'll catch it. And once he gets going north-south, he'll get inside the 30.
Craney, I would have ventured to say was going to go for this. 4th and 7 or 8.
Yeah. Too long of a field goal at this level. Too short to punt. Definite 4-down territory. Look at just run right through defenders. Right?
How'd you like to be Cyrus Smith? You look up and go, okay, literally, I got to take this guy on one-on-one.
I would make a business decision. Try to trip him. Get out the way.
4th down and 7. Bobcats will look to throw. Overthrows the receiver again. And despite the fact that Heritage has committed 5 turnovers, they'll get the stop and still have faith. Well, so as I told you, Jared's here, by the way, from Gamboozas again. But so is Harley, who cuts my hair. Sometimes my wife will say too often. Literally, you got to put the headset on Harley because she's the one that cuts my hair all the time. You flip it over there to her?
You got it, brother.
Okay. All right.
And what was the point of him even coming?
Well, okay, so Harley, why is tonight special for you here?
It's pretty surreal being back here. I haven't been here on this part of Heritage in probably 10 years.
You're a Heritage graduate.
Yeah. So love being here.
This is big. Okay, who's the kid we've got down here? Do you know?
Yeah, this is Christopher. He's a sophomore here at Heritage. So I'm excited to be doing his hair today.
What are you doing to him?
He's pretty shaggy right now, so I'm pretty excited to get into it. But he is doing a full transformation. We're going to take it completely shaved on the sides, and we're going to clean him up. He's going to look pretty fresh after this.
You doing a 1 guard?
We're going to jump him down for a little lower. We're going to go to a half guard there.
A half guard? Oh my gosh, he's going to buzz him. All right.
He's going to look super cool.
We'll check back at halftime.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Had to put the headset on her because she's the one I deal with once a month.
You're fired. You're up. I mean, goodness gracious.
Hey, it is my broadcast. 2nd down and 6.
Will route.
It is indeed.
For 5 yards.
He doesn't throw in the dirt for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Will route's always
Third down and 1.
To a 3rd down and 1. Boy, almost 2. Ossavet does not want to have to think about going on 4th down.
Timeout, Heritage.
Timeout, Heritage.
I'll take the timeout here, and I'd love to have that chart that he was showing us before the game of all the plays on 3rd down and 1. Let's take a quick break and a break from OEB.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Yeah, I will tell you, we could not do this product without OEB Law, as OEB gives back $1,000 going to the homeschool each and every week. And my thanks to Tim Elrod. We'll see you again next year as you handle the Anderson County, being a judge over there for 9 months. Mark Packer along with Eric Kane stuck in the middle. Austin Price over here. 5 turnovers, yet Heritage is still hanging around the chicken coop.
Big time 3rd down right here, 3rd and 1. You convert on it, see what happens at the end of this drive, and you're right. 5 turnovers, but still within striking distance are the Mountaineers.
I would call them hanging until they. I wouldn't call them hanging until they score. Like right now, I just feel like.
So they're not in the chicken coop. They're kind of just out in the field.
But to the point, it could be 35-0. Could be.
It's a big third down right here. Third down and 1.5 yards is a 4-down territory. Wesley Deck would keep it himself, and Acevet will have to make that decision.
Yep.
Because he is stopped short. He does not want to have to make this decision.
I mean, the only thing I don't like about that play is, he acts like he's going to throw, and then he runs. Like, to me, he just needed to take a full head of steam.
He's going.
I mean, you got to go for it. I understand there's a lot of football left. You're down 20-0. You got to go for it. I'm not sure if there's a play in their offense where you go under center, but now it's time.
I snap it to Wesley Deck and say, go get it.
Go get it.
I do this right here. Go get it, and he'll get it. Following blockers out past the 40. If he's your best player, you put the ball in his hands and say, go be a player.
Could have done that on third down as well. But a good play for fourth down, and we got an injured player.
Injury timeout on the field.
Well, this time who's down is Thomas Bowers, sophomore.
I think Deck landed on it.
Well, you'll hear me say every week, every business has a most important piece of equipment. For us here, it is that production unit. Spent over several $100,000 on that, and so I protect it with my friends at ARI Agency. Beautiful shot there. Find him in Lenoir City. I passed him today on the way over to Lenoir City. Family went over to a pumpkin patch today. Had a great time. We drove right by ARI. Beautiful press box here at Heritage High School. As I said, this facility is going to look very different in a few months.
Yep, I put the turf in starting tomorrow. They'll do the same thing over at William Blunt starting next week as well, as both county schools get turf.
Well, we put up the season schedule, and that quickly we are to week 11. I've had some people reach out and say, please tell me you're doing Bearden and Bradley next week. Well, we are. It was a tough call with the Powell West game. Might see that game again, Powell West in the playoffs with Bearden and Bradley. Boo Carter, chance to see him next week. Looking forward to that.
You know, a guy named Boo around Halloween's got to be pretty special.
Deck will toss this one out. Catch is made and out past the 45.
Essentially, that's an option play. He threw it, but that's essentially your pitch, bringing him in motion. But I like that play design. I don't like the short side of the field.
Well, that's what he did on the first drive when he connected with 17 with that big gain.
They get 5 yards, 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. Wesley Deck will keep it himself. Cuts back inside, and a nice job on the defensive front by Jaden Dixon. Head down to Casey Funderburg a little more on the quarterback, who's the star of the Mountaineers.
I think it's no surprise that Wesley Deck likes contact. He knows how to absorb contact, and he's not afraid of it. And it's because when he was in middle school, he was actually a running back and linebacker. So he didn't start playing quarterback until about 8th grade. But he's kept up that love of contact and running through defense all the way through high school.
Boy, he needed help right there, and he got it. What a move for the first down by Walter Gold, as Deck, I think, thought about running the draw and then turned and said, no, you take it.
I think he was a little late on that throw. What an incredible effort there by Gold. Incredible effort, because, again, I think you're right. I think he wanted to run that football and was like, I better get rid of it.
Deck gets pressure from behind. He'll cut back inside, spin to the middle for a gain of just 1 yard. Well, boy, several defensive linemen bearing down on the senior quarterback.
Second down.
Under 5 minutes to go first half. 5 turnovers for Heritage. Down 20-0. Wesley Deck throws this one out of the backfield. They'll get the first down. Diving over goes Bowers.
That slow leaking out. Bowers. And Central was, their focus was down the field.
Yeah. About 3 or 4 guys going deep down the field, and that little skinny drag across the field. Nice game. Call that a clear out.
You know, if you're Heritage, you've moved the football tonight. You just have not gotten into the end zone. High snap again. Hand off inside, and they'll push down for about 5 yards.
So one of those turnovers in the red zone. I know you're just outside the red zone now. And yeah, he's good enough, this Bowers. It was a tip ball off the hands of the receiver, but I'll be curious if they do get in the red zone, if you're going to stay on the ground or go through the air.
Second down and a long 5. Stevens, the man in motion. Deck this time will throw it out to him. They'll get the first down. And a nice open field tackle at the 16-yard line. First down.
That is such a beautiful play, and you got to keep your lineman there right around the line of scrimmage too. Can't go downfield. Nice first down play.
They'll actually put it down at the 15. 3.5 to go, and Nick Craney has been given every Christmas present he possibly could by Heritage so far.
Just 20-0 though.
Deck will fake the handoff and drag down from behind, gain of 4. By the way, Wesley Deck, one of the quarterbacks in the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase. Joe Ossavet, the offensive coordinator for East Tennessee. Offensive line coach Spencer Riley, we were talking before. I told Joe and Spencer, they kind of hit it off at the selection meeting. I said, you need to visit with Spencer Riley because you talk about building a program, same kind of situation. Coming to a program that went 1-19 over a stretch of Jeff County, but Spencer's done an incredible job with that staff, and now they're region champions.
Going fast here.
12 play of the drive.
Inside handoff. Actually, he keeps it, throws it across the middle.
That could have been picked as well. That was almost, I think, the second pick of the night.
Should have handed it off.
For McAfee.
Thought he was rubbing towards the end zone there, and he held the football and threw it. Yeah, that's just dangerous.
What, cutting right across the middle was McAfee.
You get nothing here, and it's just
So it's 4th and 3. Need to get to about the 5. I keep the ball on the ground. Run it with your quarterback.
4th down and 3. They'll bring everybody into the tackle box, and they'll throw it across the middle. Touchdown. Boy, you almost feel like that cat was down to its 9th life. If they don't convert there, they had to convert there, and they did, and it's a football game again.
Zach Davidson wide open there in the end zone. He had the big gain on the first drive of the game.
Really lucky too, because Dylan Burgess was kind of dragging underneath. Could have easily thought that was for him, reached up there and accidentally touched it.
Extra point is up. It is good, 20-7. 2 for 2 on 4th down on that drive. We've got a football game if Heritage can hold on to the football.
Heritage 7.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson Newman.
What will you find?
You know, life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. And they're who I call when life happens, and you should too.
When looking for the best in strength equipment for your home, school, or workout facility, new or reconditioned, Dynabody in Maryville has everything you need to build the perfect gym. A huge selection of used equipment from all the premier brands. Reach for the power, with Dynabody.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, Carson Newman, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102, Patriot Home Care, and Harrison Construction.
Congratulations to Hayden Griffin, a senior at Heritage High School, brought to you by Patriot Home Care. The Scholar Athlete this week, defensive back, 3.8 GPA, doing it in the classroom as well as on the football field. Congratulations from Patriot Home Care. 2:32 to go first half. New score, Central 20, Heritage 7. A 13-play, 72-yard drive that took 5:54. 2 for 2 on fourth down on the drive. Heritage is going to go into halftime and think, what if?
A year ago at Central, Heritage led the entire game. Central able to overcome it late. And Heritage flipped the script here.
Deep kick, returnable from the 1. And out past the 20-yard line, and that's where the Bobcats will set up shop. Central gets the football to start the second half. Because if I'm Nick Craney, I think I'm very happy to just run this 2:22 off the clock and go in with the score as it sits now.
Well, I'd be running for sure to, kill that clock, but I'd be trying to get some type of points up there to win that mid-8.
There is a need for big brothers and big sisters of East Tennessee. If you would like to give back to your community and the next generation, go online to TennesseeBig.org and be a big brother or big sister. 2:22 to go. Heritage with 2 timeouts. Central all 3. And one-handed catch.
That had disaster written all over it. It worked out.
Yeah.
But
all for a gain of about
I'm
4
sure
yards.
Craney was like, just get me to half.
I'm going to take you back a week. Watch Corey Bingham with the one-handed catch. Farragut a week ago, up 14-3, up 11 points. It's a 13-point game here.
Yeah.
Austin saying, boy, Farragut's got the football. They'll just run the football and score. They'll get it to start the second half. They'll put this game away. A turnover. Then it's a one-possession game at the half. Wow.
Incomplete.
Oh, I thought he
All I'm saying is if I'm Central, I just think I'd be happy getting to halftime.
I agree, because now you're sitting here at 3rd and 5. If you don't get it, like let's say you run it, don't get it, Heritage is going to have to be able to call a timeout, get the ball back, and have a timeout.
Yeah.
If you throw it and it's incomplete, they got 2 timeouts.
I don't know why you're not running on this series.
3rd down and 5. They'll turn and hand off. Frank Johnson will get the first down, and it won't matter after the 35-yard line.
You got that guy.
But you're making it harder than it has to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pass across the middle, overthrown, and the clock will stop. 8:05 or 1:24 to go in the first half.
That's a good thing that one was overthrown because it was 2 defenders blanketing the receiver there. Daniel Sackey down the field.
And Central's being aggressive. Second down and 10. They'll hand off to Frank Johnson here, and he will get the first down. And look out. Looking for somebody to run over at the 50. Finally taken down at the 48.
It's a good candidate for the Joe Newberg collision of the night.
18 yards and a timeout for Central. Boy, he's a load.
Yeah, he is. And now you feel better about taking shots because you're on the plus side of the 50.
Hi, I'm Tim Harris, owner of Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, and we're so proud to help sponsor high school football. As an ex-high school football coach myself, I understand how important it is to the fabric of our communities. High school football teaches striving and working for a goal with others, teamwork, toughness, and courage. I hope everyone will get out and support your local team. High school football, there's nothing like it.
1:15 to go, first half, 20-7 Central. And the Bobcats obviously have let us know they are not content to get into the halftime at 20-7. They want more.
I mean, I don't disagree. You got to keep your foot on the gas. Now, again, I think that they've not really shown any ability to slow down Frank Johnson when they've handed him the ball, right? So, I mean, I think you could have been in the same position if you'd handed it off instead of putting the ball in the air 3 times.
You were in a situation where you're at your own 25 with 1:40 on the clock, 3rd down and 2 timeouts for Heritage. I mean, like, again, you're in a little bit better situation now at the 49.
Johnson, 12 carries, 95 yards. They'll play fake throw. This one, catch is made inside the 20. Oh, nice effort down to the 10-yard line. Dragon defenders goes Bingham for 38 yards, and they're knocking on the door. Boy, so much for getting to halftime.
I mean, they were taking some shots this entire drive we've been talking about. Finally connected on one now at the 10-yard line looking in. And now you've got plenty of time. You've got 2 timeouts, and you've got big number 0 in the backfield.
Timeout is taken by the Bobcats. That their second timeout of the first half. And they are into the D1 red zone with 55.3 seconds to go. Coming up in the LMU halftime report, brought to you by Lincoln Memorial University. The Matlock kick for tires. We're moving the kick up just a little bit. Nobody's gotten the kick this year, so we're moving it up just a bit.
We've done it before. Yeah.
FCA, we'll talk about a big event coming on Thursday, December the 7th. Our KOC Duck Talk, stats and highlights and the bands coming up on the LMU halftime report.
So you're 1st and goal on what, the 10? I'm calling the same play twice, both run plays to Frank Johnson the 4th. If you don't get it, take a timeout, reevaluate. I mean, no reason for Frank Johnson not to get the football 3 plays here. Or the first 2 plays.
Wasn't he the best man in your wedding, Craney? You were the best man in his wedding?
I was the best man in his wedding,
In Craney's wedding?
Yes.
So
I don't know what it says that Craney couldn't find any better men than Eric Kane.
Well, I mean, so you're the best man in his wedding. So if he doesn't do what you ask him to do, you're second guessing the guy that you were the best man in his. I mean, is this not a conflict of interest?
I've second guessed him many times.
Oh, have you? Okay.
And he to me, probably more.
Y'all play together, Carson Newman? Is that right?
We did.
Yep.
Well, he was a student coach the majority of the years I was there.
Okay. First down and goal at the 10. They will listen to Eric Kane. They'll hand off to Frank Johnson the 4th. And 4.5 yards just outside the 5 as the clock continues to run. And they will go quickly and very likely go back to Frank Johnson again. They will right up the middle. And is a timeout taken here by Central as the clock is at 30 seconds to go? Yes, it is.
Yeah, now you can reevaluate. You're down to what, the 2-yard line, 3-yard line, somewhere around there? You can reevaluate. You got 30 seconds.
You're out of timeouts now.
But you have enough time to where you can run the football and then go to the air if you need to.
Timeout, offense. 3rd and final timeout of the half.
Well, the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase brought to you by Food City. Saturday, December the 9th. It is now at Sevier County High School. We announced that this week, a little change. So we're looking forward to that in a beautiful venue that is Sevier County High School right there at another part of the base of the Smoky Mountains. 7 o'clock that Saturday night on WATE ABC. We'll have the broadcast. That takes Frank Johnson over 100 yards to 103.
So, Austin, what are you doing here? No timeouts, 3rd and 2. You got 30 seconds, so time to run a couple of plays. I mean,
I think there's time to run a play, even if there's a pile up. Still get back and run your 4th down play. And I'd hand it to Frank Johnson twice.
Exactly. Yeah,
I mean,
it makes too much sense not to do that.
I'd fake the handoff, roll the quarterback to the near side, run pass option. If he doesn't get it, take the 3 points. And they'll go Wildcat. Flag comes in. Or is it a timeout taken?
Timeout.
That was a good timeout by Ossavet. Seeing exactly what Central was lined up in, getting that timeout off.
defense. Second charge timeout of the half.
And then if you're Central, do you come back out in the same thing or do you change?
I come out in the same exact thing.
You want to take a look at a turnover package is what they call it in the truck?
Yeah, let's take a look at all of them.
This might take a while.
Opening kickoff, boom, Central gets it, 38 yards later, touchdown. Then they go drive back to the field, tip ball, it's an interception.
Right at the goal line.
Stares down the receiver, steps in front of it.
Great play.
Yeah, great interception there.
Phenomenal play right here.
Even better play.
The catch being that close on a line drive pass was fantastic. Heck of a play.
Silas Giesland goes 76 yards, and then the ensuing kickoff.
Second fumble on a kickoff return in this game. Look at that rip. Look at that rip.
A ball hawking the Central Bobcat team tonight. And this is Nick Craney football. Defensive guy.
It is. Forcing a lot of turnovers.
9th play of the drive. It looks like they're coming out in the same formation.
I would. I give it a 0. Go get your 2 yards. You can run 2 plays here. Now, if you don't get in, you bust it back to the line, but you can get 2 plays here.
Frank Johnson, the 4th. Let's call it the wild bus.
I like it.
And they'll run off left tackle, and he will fight for the end zone.
He got it.
Touchdown.
Johnson on the carry.
With 23.7 seconds to go, what a drive for Central. So much for just getting to halftime. 3rd touchdown of the first half as it starts to rain here at Heritage.
And that suits the Bobcats.
And you thought for a moment he might be trying to hand it off or maybe trying to slip right behind that lead blocker there, but it's like just go. And he finally got up in there, scored from 3 yards.
Makes it 27 play. Frank Johnson just pushes him aside.
Well, they'll do exactly. They did exactly what Farragut couldn't do a week ago, which was take advantage of the middle 8. You know, finish off the drive, go back up 3 scores. Now can they do it again and go up 4 scores?
CB 45 on the near side at the 37-yard line. Central alum down there carrying the Parab microphone has become more popular in the community than Austin ever thought of being.
Yeah.
And you know he's got to be quietly excited as a Bobcat alum seeing this Central team. Lots to smile about tonight if you're a Central Bobcat. Brought to you by KnoxvilleSmiles.com. My dentist, Dr. Stephen Malone, Dr. Michael Costa at KnoxvilleSmiles.com.
9 plays, 77 yards, and 204, resulting in the 3rd touchdown of the game by Frank Johnson, the 4th.
Little pooch kick will go out of bounds. Penalty flag at the 38. Now you give him good field position.
There's a lot of kickers at this level that can't do a pooch kick. I'm not saying that Central can, but that one obviously backfired. We see more pooch kicks out of bounds.
You got 1 timeout. If you gain about 15 yards here, you can throw to the end zone. Seen crazier things.
Kick out of bounds on the kicking team. The receiving team has elected to take the 5-yard penalty and re-kick.
At least if you're Central, you weren't kicking it deep and there was a penalty and you sprint all the way down the field and have to go all the way back and kick it.
The question is, you know, I just don't necessarily agree with this because, I mean, I don't know if you can get it back out there to where you were going to have the ball at. And if you do, you've lost, you're going to lose 10 seconds.
It went out of bounds at essentially the 30, 35.
Yes, they would have got the ball at the 35, went out like 32. So, you know, can they get it to the 35? And if they do get it to the 35, how much time comes off the clock here?
Watch them return this for a touchdown.
Yeah, you know, if they do, they do. Again, odds are.
They'll pooch this one, and it'll be right where they would have had it before.
About the 35. Good coverage.
And you lost 5 seconds to gain.
I was about to yell, and if they hold on to the football this time.
Jackson on the return.
That would be a fair question.
First down,
flag is down.
They're not going to give him forward progress? Hands to the head.
After play, sportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team. Number 8, 15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
See? They got it in midfield.
Now it ends up working out.
I mean, that was such a great, even after the penalty, that was good kick, great coverage, great play, and then you have a silly penalty. And this is, I mean, 18 seconds, take a couple of shots. Again, crazier things have happened.
Got one timeout left. 27-7. One timeout left for Heritage. They'll throw it to the near side, step out of bounds at the 40. Actually, they'll mark it down at the 37-yard line.
We got an injured Bobcat.
Gain of 12 and a Mountaineer first down.
A big lineman.
Yeah, this is Jake Holbert down there. We've said his name a couple of times.
So next week we'll head over to Bradley Central. We'll be up on top of the press box, seeing as how we don't have they don't have a press box.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we had to put this like tent.
We had a playoff game down there a couple years ago, right?
We did Farragut over there.
Yeah.
We were there a few times. But yeah, we go there and the coverage will start with Living East Tennessee, which actually has been moved to 10 a.m. this week. So we got to adjust that graphic. It's my fault. Didn't change that. They just moved it to 10 a.m. Pregame show, Gray Hodges pregame show at 6:30, and then broadcast time at 7 for a very important football game.
Really important football game. Also really interesting, they have the little wood pellets instead of the black pellets on the turf field. I did a sideline report on that a couple years ago. Thought it was interesting. Good to go back and see them.
Sure, they're excited.
They're excited you're coming, Eric.
Sure, those wood pellets are excited to know you're coming back.
Thought it was interesting. I said, are they going to get splintered when they get tackled?
You know, Central's got the defenders, the 3 defenders back at the 5-yard line.
Yeah, I'd throw this across the middle and go down and then have more of a reasonable play.
That's what they're doing. Wesley Deck.
4 seconds. 3.
Still running and steps out of bounds.
Yeah, he gets out of bounds. They're going to have one shot at the end zone here.
Or do you send the kicker out? And it looks like that's what they're doing.
So there's no scoreboard on this side of the field. And the fact that he knew to go out of bounds right there. Good on Wesley Deck.
With 0.8 seconds to go, they'll send Vladimir Artiga out. Nailed it to kick the field goal. They'll put it down at the 26, be a 36-yard field goal. Snap is back, kick is up, and it is good.
Good kick.
So the Mountaineers cut it to 27-10 at the half. Bobcats get the football to start the second half. 5 turnovers in the first half. Tony Budnick leads the kids out for the Matlock kick for Tires.
That was it. Artiga just won Tires, baby.
They're putting the football down at the 20-yard line, which nobody's even come close even from here. So we moved it up 5 yards.
We've had a couple that were not too bad.
Maybe. I don't know, man.
Question is, are they going to remember to move it up 5 yards?
No, they did.
Oh, Tony's on it.
Tony doesn't forget.
Tony gets that football in that tee.
Yeah, he does. All right, Casey, we got to give some tires away and quick.
Yes, we do. We haven't given away tires at all this season, Jacob. We have moved up a little bit than from the last few kicks. We've not given away tires. Do you feel like you're going to be the first one to receive tires tonight?
I hope so. I need some new tires for my truck.
Well, there you go. You were over here practicing earlier, weren't you?
Yes.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. I've got Logan and Jalen from Matlock Tires. Guys, how are we feeling about this kick? We need to give away some tires. We haven't done it yet.
We haven't done it yet. We need to do it tonight. This is the night right here, Jacob.
Hey, buddy, you got this right down the middle, okay?
There we go. Confidence with the people who are giving the tires.
What you got?
Everybody's going to back up, though, because we're going to kick from right where they are.
Y'all feeling it? No. We haven't had anybody make a kick this year. Nobody's made a kick this year.
No. We haven't found many soccer players out there.
The Matlock kick for tires. He makes it. He wins free tires for his truck.
It's like winning the lottery now.
Oh, he's praying.
As a teenager.
Come on, we're pulling for you. Here we go. Golly. Man, brutal.
I really thought we had a chance, but no.
Casey's a rough
All right,
critic.
guys. Central leads Heritage 27-10. Now time for the LMU halftime.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Pilot, Ted Russell Ford, LMU, Humana, and Knoxville Smiles.
Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair is proud to be celebrating 70 years of serving East Tennessee. That's 70 years of old school customer service, trustworthy auto repair, and of course, great deals on tires. Each one of our 5 convenient East Tennessee locations feature family-friendly waiting areas, and you can schedule appointments and search for tires right on our website at matlocktireservice.com. Modern convenience, hometown values. For 70 years and counting, Matlock Tire Service and Auto Repair.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner. And we're locally owned. Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Hi, I'm Dr. Stephen Malone. You know, people ask me all the time about digital technology and how it affects dentistry. We'd like to show you what that means here in the office. So dentists used to have technicians that they worked with everything analog. Today we do it all digital. Also, digital technology helps us with clear aligners so we can straighten your teeth here in the office. If we can help you with your dental needs, look us up at knoxvillesmiles.com.
At Food City, you don't need your sea legs to get seafood fresh off the boat. Here, fresh fish is delivered all week long, straight from the coast. Nobody does food like Food City.
At Typical Insurance, you're just another senior.
That is the 3rd health insurance commercial with seniors at a farmer's market.
Right? Don't get me wrong, I love a fresh heirloom, but it's like those companies think we're all the same.
That's why I chose Humana. Before I signed up, I spoke to someone who actually listened to what I needed. She told me about benefits that were right for me, like vision and dental, all in my budget. I finally feel in control. What are you doing?
Taking control.
Humana, a more human way to healthcare.
At D1, our slogan is the place for the athlete. But who is the athlete? While you'll see a number of our athletes on courts and fields, not all of those athletes are starting left tackle in the football game. We pride ourselves with being the place for all athletes, 7 to 70, mom or son, dad or daughter, with locations all over Tennessee. And we have training programs for every athlete. So stop by any of our locations and let's find the best athlete in you.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Scotty Deitch. While my office is in Harriman, I can service anyone in the state of Tennessee. We want to be sure at our office that when you call our office, you're going to get someone in your time of need. There's been times when I've had to get out to help someone on a fire claim at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've also had to go out and help a customer change a tire. So again, we want to go above and beyond what normal service is considered in this industry. We feel community is a big part of what we do. Therefore, I've been involved with high school sports and youth sports for over 25 years. It's the one time in the community where everybody comes out to support the kids and be together and show good sportsmanship. And we want to be a part of that in every community. What's important to me in this office is the relationship that we build with each and every one of our customers. We've been here for over 23 years, and those friendships are lasting for us. So please give us a call at 865-882-2181.
Reach for the power with Dynabody Fitness. New Dynabody equipment is manufactured right here in Tennessee and shipped all over the country. Custom built, rugged, and guaranteed for life. Visit Dynabody.com and experience the difference.
Welcome back to Heritage. Halftime score is 27-10. Central with the lead. Let's head down to the field. Hear the sounds of the Heritage Mountaineer Marching Band on the LMU Halftime Report. Now the band spotlight from Exterior Home Solutions focuses on Isaiah Slavin tonight. The senior band captain plays the trombone, 4.0 GPA. Congratulations by your friends at Exterior Home Solutions. Nice job by the Heritage Marching Band on the LMU Halftime Report. Time for Doc Talk, brought to you by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andrew Holt. I'm a sports medicine surgeon at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. I'm going to talk about ACL injuries today. So the ACL is a very important stabilizer for the knee, both for athletes and non-athletes. It very commonly gets injured in sports activity, oftentimes with non-contact injuries where the knee develops a large amount of swelling, oftentimes with a pop. The ACL oftentimes needs surgery for a reconstruction to restore stability to the knee. So we recommend seeing a doctor and getting an MRI scan if that does occur. And we would certainly be happy to help you at Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic anytime you need.
And as always, Doc Talk brought to you by Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. All right, time now for the Gamboozles Game Night Makeover. We started with just 3 friends. We have expanded. We've now got all kinds of friends. And what has happened down here, Jared?
Well, you've got the Heritage faithful. They're here to pull for their boy Christopher here, who was a good sport. Harley crushed it as always. This haircut is definitely the biggest makeover we've had on Rivalry Thursday yet. It's all gas, no brakes, and it's just ready to roll.
So where'd all the hair go?
We're going to sweep it up, I think.
Oh, okay. So I hate to do this, but they gave me a hard time up here earlier and said that I fired you, and then I hired Harley. But put the headset on Harley again, because I just want to find. Sorry, I just want to find out what she says happened. Okay, go ahead, flip it over. All right, good to see you. All right, so Harley, tell me what you did here. What happened?
We have made him look like a man, don't you think?
I don't know what he looked like before. Okay, so explain.
So he had complete shag over the ear, couldn't see the ear, and we faded him up with a half guard and went all the way up. Gave him a little bit of texture up top, and I think he's looking pretty sharp.
Nice. Okay, so we won't see you guys next week at Bradley Central. We'll see you again in the playoffs. Harley, great job, okay? Tell Jared thanks.
Yeah, of course. Thank you, Mark.
All right, sounds good. And I won't see her for a while because my hair's too short. as it is. Okay, so as we said, we're headed next week to Bradley Central, a region championship game. Casey Funderburg really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be a great matchup, Bradley Central and Bearden. So Austin Price sat down with Damon Floyd to talk about the matchup.
Joined by Bradley Central coach Damon Floyd. Coach Floyd and Bradley Central will host Bearden next week on Rivalry Thursday. This week they have Cleveland. Big game, big crosstown rivalry, and obviously a big region game, Coach Floyd. What do you like about what your team's doing as we hit the last couple of weeks of the season?
We're finding ways to win, to be quite honest. I feel like defense has played pretty well for the most part, but offensively we've had trouble clicking some. You know, I mean, we've put up some points, but to be honest, it's just players making big plays. So I would like to be a little bit more consistent of moving chains and things like that. You know, first downs. Never going to complain about making big plays, but I think just a little bit more consistency on some things. And, you know, at this time of the year, that should be happening, and it's not quite clicking like we need it to.
Bearden's a team that will enter that game with a chance to potentially win a region championship, just like yourself, maybe even Cleveland. You never know just kind of how these next few weeks play out. But it definitely seems like you and you know, Bradley, after Cleveland's lost to Maryville, seems like they're kind of destined to play for the region title. What's impressed you and what you've seen out of Bearden, maybe just by watching film for you know, games in the last few weeks?
Yeah, I've seen them just a couple of times, but obviously their athleticism. You know, a lot of people talk about how athletic we are, and we do have some athletes, but I think top to bottom, you know, they may have more than us. Yeah, obviously we got Boo and Marcus and Caleb and some other guys, Tito Williams, but they may have more of them than we do. So their athleticism, but then also up front, you know, I don't think it's any secret what they've been doing here lately is running inside zone, and good luck trying to stop it. So, like I said, I've not seen a whole lot of them because we haven't obviously game planned for them yet. But what I have seen, obviously very well coached on defense. They get after it. They enjoy playing the game, and offensively looks like they've been dominating the line of scrimmage.
A lot of B's next week. It'll be the Bearden Bulldogs against the Bradley Bears, but it'll take your A game to win a region title. Coach, we look forward to seeing you next week over at your place, and we appreciate you letting us come out, okay?
Yeah, thanks for having me, and then we look forward to having you guys.
That's next week, Bearden at Bradley Central, and I know we're all going to be really excited to head down there and watch Boo Carter play while we're down there. So that's next Thursday, a pregame show, 6:30, game at 7.
Yeah, I think the deciding factor on that game, Casey, is there's very few times where we see a guy that you know is kind of a top 5, top 10 player in the country. He's committed to Tennessee. He's a special player.
He absolutely is, and this is a game where I feel like a lot of people in East Tennessee, they're going to tune in and they're going to want to see him play, because you always want to know, what does that talent look like that's coming in, especially with the college football season making its way towards the end.
You know, what's interesting also about Boo is he went to Colorado, you know, to go visit with Dion and all that when the hype, and then they've kind of fallen on harder times. So you feel a little bit better about Boo Carter these days. Casey, we'll talk to you again here in just a few minutes, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Bearden at Bradley Central next week. And there are a number of games next week on Thursday night because TSSAA wanted to move some of the games up last week of the season, kind of help alleviate the official problem. So there will be a number of games Thursday night, but that's the one we will have. Zach Nelson is here to tell us about the games coming up tomorrow night on Diamond Clear, and an important Friday night in Week 10, Zach.
Yes, sir, Mark. We've got 6 games tomorrow night on the Diamond Clear Media Network, highlighted by Halls at West tomorrow night. Halls is looking for their first one-loss regular season in the 21st century. They'll have to get by West and Central next week. They haven't done that since the 90s. And then as well, West, last 2 weeks, it's been a couple really big contests for them. Back-to-back state champions. They got the loss, at home against Alcoa, and then winning at Anderson County. Then also Morristown West travels to Bearden. Morristown West sits at 4-4, but they have 3 one-possession loss games, looking for their first win in Knox County since 2015. And then my wife went to Bearden, so I'm picking the Dogs to win it in 6A. They look for their 7th win in a row, first time since 2007. And then the Battle of West Knoxville is the Admirals of Farragut and Hardin Valley, as Farragut is sitting on a 6-game losing streak for the first time since they lost 8 in a row all the way back in 2001.
Yeah, one of those two teams trying to stay alive in the playoff chase. Doesn't look like they are still alive, but the team that wins tomorrow will have a little bit of hope. Zach, thank you. Let's head down to the field, the Central Bobcat Marching Band. Well, a reminder as the Central Pep Band essentially continues to march out there of the event coming up Thursday night, December the 7th at 7 o'clock. The QR code is on the screen. We are filling up fast. The tickets are free to hear Inky Johnson speak. You can watch it on TV on WATE 7 to 8 that night. Going to be a special, special night. And that's the Thursday night before the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase, which is on Saturday. So kind of adding to the week that is our All-Star Week. Inky Johnson's going to be spectacular. Johnson, that is. Chris Blue's going to be handling music for us. So scan the QR code there and make a commitment for how many players on your team you'll be bringing to be a part of that event. Second half, when we come back, 27-10 Central with the lead on FCA's Rivalry Thursday, brought to you by Pilot.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Commercial Bank, Exterior Home Solutions, Matlock Tire, Food City, and Knoxville Orthopedic Clinics.
Abraham Lincoln knew the power of an open door. He invited the public into the White House throughout his presidency because he understood open doors lead to new possibilities, new opportunities, and new discoveries. At LMU, our mission is to open doors for every student who comes here, so they can become everything they're meant to be. Come discover how we can open doors for you.
Hi, I'm Annie Jones. I'm the owner of Top Flight Athletics in Kingston.
Hi, I'm Rob Black, Athletic Director at Fulton High School.
When it comes to apparel and uniforms for our girls, quality and efficiency are most important. So I've got a lot of cheer moms to deal with.
When we think of apparel and equipment vendors, you know, we're thinking about people who we can trust and people that we have a relationship with, and someone that will make sure we get what we want when we want it, and it'll look the way that we designed it.
That and the fact that they are locally owned is the reason that we do business with E2 Sports.
E2 Sports has been that for us, and that's who we're in partnership with right now, and couldn't be more proud to do so.
Hi, I'm David Brewster from Aqua Clear Water Systems. Are you buying bottled water? It's time to get off the bottle. Many bottled waters are not that pure and may have microplastics. You need an award-winning Kinetico reverse osmosis system from Aqua Clear Water Systems. We'll change your water. It'll change your life.
At Glass Doctor, our trained specialists are experts at fixing foggy and cracked glass.
Looks great.
You're all set. What we can't fix is your view.
Call the Glass Doctor, we'll fix your pains. Oh, yeah.
Hi, I'm Jessica Green, your Loudoun and Monroe County State Farm agent. While we can service customers anywhere in the state of Tennessee, what I really enjoy most is doing business with customers right here in my community. We would love the opportunity to earn your business. Visit us at our Loudoun or downtown Sweetwater location.
Safety, integrity, reliability,
more people trust the Joe Newbert family to return their vehicle back to its original condition or better. Only Joe Newbert Collision Centers offer pickup and delivery, worry-free insurance claim handling, and guaranteed repairs for as long as you own your vehicle. Insist on locally owned Joe Newbert Collision Centers. And drive safely out there.
I'm Coach Josh Heupel with Tyler and Will from the Sports Animal.
For UT Info in the afternoon, no one does it like 99.1.
From Josh and Swain through Tyler and Will, you're blanketed in orange.
No one covers the balls like 99.1, the Sports Animal.
Nobody. Well, the third quarter is brought to you by Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We get the second half started, as always, with the State Farm T-shirt toss, brought to you by Ryan Nichols, Jim Pope, that's not Jim, Laura Ash, Scotty Dykes, Jessica Green. T-shirt toss is brought to you by State Farm. All right, we're all reconnected here. Mark Packer, Eric Kane, Austin Price down there. Yeah, I can't say Heritage is hanging around the chicken coop until they score another touchdown and make it 27-17, because Central has dominated because of 5 turnovers.
Well, true, but it could be so much worse, Austin. From the opening kickoff, you fumble that kickoff, you score a couple plays later.
No, you're right. I mean, Frank Johnson IV, this was one of 3 first-half touchdowns right here as he basically just trots in. Wesley Deck able to move the ball through the air, but not right here. Telegraphs a pick. Central's defense just come up big.
Yeah, big pass right here. Nice adjustment to the football by Dante Strickland. That leads to this, the second touchdown for Frank Johnson IV. 104 yards rushing in the first half for him. And how about that?
That right there to me was the back breaker, so to speak, for
the Glass Doctor break of the game.
Yeah, I won't do that.
They already had a couple of touchdown lead there. That was Silas Giesland with pick 6. But then Heritage does come back, scores a touchdown. But then Frank Johnson IV goes in on 4th and goal from the 3 and just gets in.
Yeah, and a nice, I mean, you go back, being able to get that 3 at the end of the first half. Is that something we talk about later, or was it just meaningless?
Look at this number, total yards. First half stats brought to you by OEB Law. That's the most shocking number Joe McNish has ever given us. 271 yards against 222 for a team that's getting killed 27-10.
Again, turnovers, short fields.
Yep.
And turnovers.
Do we need to add another line to the stats graphic that says turnovers?
At least for tonight you do. Because turnovers have been the name of the game tonight. It's been the biggest storyline.
I'm being told don't call out anybody in the truck. I'm not doing that. I'm just asking for an adjustment. Joe McNish is adjusting over here. Here we go. Here's the adjustment. This is what he does all game long is he hands me these cards.
You can't read that.
You can't even read it. It's too bright. It says turnovers, Central 0, Heritage 4, and then he marked it out and said 5 because it happened so quickly. So what do you do if you're Joe Ossovet?
Well, I mean, you come out and try to get a stop. I sell out to stop Frank Johnson. If they beat you over the top, they beat you over the top. Quarterback's not been that consistent. Yeah, he's hit a couple of deep shots. He's also overthrown a few deep shots. I would make the quarterback throw to beat you. I would load the box.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Central and you've been Seth Myers, you have been taking your shots, but as you pointed out, he's not been connecting on a lot of them. Now, they've hit a couple, and it's been for big plays, but Frank Johnson IV has been there. If I'm Joe Ossovet, I'm praising my team for what they did right before the halftime break and just coming back and trying to rely on your quarterback, do it again.
All right, thanks to Gray Hodges for $1,000 going to the visiting school each and every week. There's Charlie right in the middle of it. Charlie says the greatest way to improve the value of your home is to let those guys handle your kitchen and your bathrooms, do the improvement, and the value goes up. That's the way you make your money. That's from Charlie Morgan. By the way, Myers, the quarterback, 8 of 13, 118 yards first down. Games on the radio tomorrow night. Carnes and Clinton. Jay Graham going to be on the broadcast as he calls his son's game tomorrow night. Farragut and Hardin Valley, who stays alive, and McCallie at Catholic. Can Catholic slow down maybe the best team in the state in all classifications?
That tough one last week as well. Really, really good game. Came down to the wire there, Brentwood.
I'm sure Central's been informed here. Watch out for the onside kick.
All right, they're crowding the line of scrimmage. And they got guys up. That's all I'm saying.
Got to be ready for anything from Heritage. You are fighting for your playoff postseason life right here for the next 24 minutes.
Vladimir Artiga will kick off for the Mountaineers, and he will kick deep. A returnable kick from the 7-yard line.
Too much east-west, too much east-west.
Well,
that made a man miss,
flag.
and there's a flag.
It breaks wide open up to the 32, but a flag down as Eric and Austin both astutely pointed out back at the 19.
Got laundry on the field.
Which gives us another chance to listen to the sweet sounds of Barry Mathis.
In his 48th season, and he said nothing.
Penalty is block in the back against the Bobcats.
Shows you.
We'll honor Barry Mathis a little bit with a Commercial Bank salute to Stripes. Austin tried to honor Barry every game last year.
I think that was 2 years ago.
Oh, sorry, 2 years ago.
He's our salute to Stripes emeritus.
Couple of costly penalties for Central on special teams tonight.
Turn,
Now, it's a turnover.
block in the back. Return team. Number 2, half the distance. Return team plays first down.
Hey, by the way, Don Talbot joined us today over at Becky's, and I want to thank them for helping us with the pregame meal today.
Travis,
gave
phenomenal.
Gave me a deal. But Don Talbot, who will be the referee, the white hat for the Maryville-Alcoa game tomorrow night, 9th consecutive year he'll be the white hat for that game.
Well, because most of the white hats in Blount County either went to Maryville or Alcoa. Don went here to Heritage.
So they'll start the drive inside their 10 and breaking to the outside, getting the first down and much more is the quarterback. And how about Myers? Everybody crashed in to stop the running game, and Sam Myers took off, but a flag is down.
That's
back
right.
at the 12.
Gonna have a hold, and we're bringing it back.
21 yards for naught.
It's a really nice play there by Sam Myers, who typically is not the running quarterback.
You know what you're seeing already? All of the breaks in the first half. We're going to Central already. 2 flags against the Bobcats start the second half.
If you can get off the field here, you probably will get the ball on the Central side of the 50.
During the play, holding, offense, number 11. Half the distance from the spot of the foul, replay first down.
Reset the what's at stake tonight. The winner stays alive and makes the playoffs. The loser is eliminated from the playoffs. If Heritage wins, we know they'll go to Sevier County. A Central win, and we'll have to wait to see what happens next week between the Bobcats and Halls in the Battle of Black Oak Ridge next week.
I think if Central loses this game, there's some type of weird scenario to where there could be a 3-way tie and all that, depending on next week. But you don't want to lose this game, especially when you have a 3-touchdown lead or 2-touchdown lead at this point.
Second down and 9. Frank Johnson, the fourth, over 100 yards in the first half. 15 carries, 105, and 3 touchdowns. He is behind Myers, the quarterback. They'll look to throw. Mountaineers in the backfield. Myers will throw this one away, and a 3rd down and 9.
Smart play, nothing there, and just chuck it towards the direction of a receiver down the field out of bounds and live to fight another play.
But to your point, here, Austin, I'm pointing to you. I mean, Heritage has come out, and they're sending everybody.
You have to get off the field here. Giving up a 3rd down conversion here would, be devastating early in the second half.
3rd down and 9. They'll hand off to Frank Johnson, the fourth. He'll cut back and will get the first down and more. He'll step out at the 28-yard line. A gain of 19 yards, and what a run by Frank Johnson, the fourth. Great blocking.
How many times has Central been in the situation where it's 3rd and long, 8, 9, 10?
They just hand it to him.
You hand it to Frank Johnson the fourth, and he gets some good blocking, runs around some guys, maybe through some guys, and picks up the first down. He did it again.
Boy, nice move.
Yeah. Ultimately, Heritage is going to need some type of pick six, scoop and score, something like that.
You have to create a play here defensively. Good backside tackle, great pursuits.
Tackled by Weber.
Once again, a year ago, Frank Johnson carrying the football 36 times, almost 270 yards in the game. And
yeah, that's a lot.
Boy, if it worked last year, do it again. And tonight, 18 carries, 130 yards.
I'm going to split him out down here at the bottom of the screen. Nothing there.
Throw it out of bounds. There you go.
So again, here you go, 3rd down and 9. Like,
Pass incomplete. They've got a flag on the play.
I don't know that Frank Johnson, the 4th, was set. He was running out to the wide receiver position. I think Myers snapped it before Johnson got out
the flag's at the top,
there.
though. He was at the bottom.
What's down here at the bottom on the 28?
Yeah, it's down here at the 30.
Oh, it is at the bottom. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, and I think that's what he's calling.
Yeah. Sloppy start to the second half for the Bobcats.
I would turn it down.
Keep it
During
second
the play. Illegal procedure.
3rd and 9.
Offense. Number 0. That penalty's been declined. Be 3rd down.
If I'm Craney, I just hand it to 0 again.
Yep.
There's no reason to outthink yourself. He's been gashing him, and he moved early. No flag. They'll throw this one deep and throw it out of bounds. I think everybody was confused because there was movement before the snap. There's no flag, so it's 4th down.
Yeah, just a sloppy possession there out of the half for the Bobcats. Punt it away. Come out here. If you're Central, hopefully, play some stout defense here. But Heritage, that's just what you wanted.
2nd punt of the night.
They're at least able to get out from the goal line.
Yeah.
Now they can kind of flip the fiddle.
Likely not to start on the plus side of 50 unless it's a nice return or a horrible punt.
Yeah. Well, high school, horrible punts happen.
Set up to punt is Javastin Badgett.
It's a thrill a minute.
And he will punt this one away. And caught at the 37-yard line. And the Mountaineers get the football.
When you're 6'4" and 320 pounds like I am, finding a mattress is a challenge. That's why I went to Better Mattress for help. It's not about just selling big store brands. At Better Mattress, it's about making a mattress that fits the person's body type and their personal preferences. Look, after a big football game, this body is tired and sore. I have to have a mattress that helps me rest and rejuvenate. Big O and Better Mattress. Good night, just got better.
Yeah, Big O needs to play well this weekend at Alabama, and our thanks to Better Mattress, $1,000, $500, as the pass is incomplete. Goes to Heritage High School, courtesy of Better Mattress. 5 local locations for you. Good night just got better with Better Mattress. 9:55 to go, 3rd quarter, 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion. Wesley Deck in the first half, 13 of 17, 147, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions.
Yeah, one was not his fault.
End off right up the middle, Gold.
Yeah, one was not his fault. One was a great, the other 2 were both great plays by the defenders.
Gould, by the way, 35 carries, 200 yards coming into the game.
Now a 3rd and 9, 3rd and 9.5. Call it 10.
Gould with only 16 yards on 7 carries. Wesley Deck looking to throw out of the backfield to the 45 and will barely get the first down to the 47.
Heritage has done that a couple of times, Austin. They'll send 3 guys deep
and then drag a guy.
They would drag a guy, a clear route, throw it under the sticks and let him go get it. Getting the linebackers, the defensive backs out of the way, matching up one-on-one there, and it works out in Heritage's way.
Thomas Bowers, the sophomore, on the catch and the conversion. Wesley Deck keeps the football and will be buried in the backfield. Jaden Dixon, number 42.
He read that one really well.
A junior, the first in the backfield.
I'm with you. I don't know why they run this to the short side of the field.
Yeah.
Less room for the guy in motion here to kind of stand off.
Again, you can see him read. You see his eyes right there. He's reading it. There's just nowhere to go. I like the play design. It's worked nicely earlier in the game, but to the short side of the field.
Loss of 4 yards, 2nd down and 14. High snap, Handoff off right tackle. Look out here. Blockers in front, close to first down yardage. Boy, nice job by that offensive front, allowing Bowers. And it is a
third and short.
Third down and 1.
Look at this bad snap again. Caused the timing to be off, and Deck really had to reach to get that football to Bowers. Bowers made him a nice run and set up third and short.
Third down and 1. Anything besides Deck, keep it in himself. Trying to get a free 5 yards. Deck will follow his blocker off left tackle. He'll get the first down to the 40, maybe the 39. Deck in the first half, 10 carries, 64 yards.
That's another Mountaineer first down.
First down at the 39. Deck looking to throw. Runs out of time and throws this one away. This one intercepted. Torin McAfee, the 6th turnover of the night. This one a backbreaker as the Bobcats may have just made the playoffs. 64 yards on the return.
Second interception of the game for Torin McAfee, the second pick 6 of the game for the Central defense, and the 6th turnover for the Heritage Mountaineers, and that was just a bad decision.
A terrible decision. I mean, McAfee was standing right there in front of his target.
Yeah. And you're sitting there just thinking, run, just run, just run. He's trying to make a play. But, man, that was a bad, bad call.
4th interception of the night for Wesley Deck. Don't see many games where the turnovers are 6-0. Not even halfway through the second half.
A lot of games you don't see 6 combined turnovers.
Yeah.
You know.
Blue 2020 F-150 41,990. Hut. Jake drops back. He's got a deal wide open. The crowd goes wild. With savings, whether you're looking for a low-mileage pre-owned truck to tailgate in or a minivan to get the whole family to the game, the Pre-Owned Patrol has what you're looking for. Only at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike or Parkside Drive.
$500 going to the home school, that being Heritage High School, courtesy of Ted Russell Ford. Our thanks to Andy White and all the good people at both locations of Ted Russell Ford. See their used car selection at tedrussellford.net. 34-10 Central, as Heritage has self-inflicted 6 turnovers to this point anyway. Still a quarter and a half to go.
The Central defense came to play. Again, a couple of these turnovers have been handed to them. Like, you know, these, they made some plays, don't get me wrong, but, you know, the fumbles on kickoff returns and whatnot. But this Central defense, they've made some plays. These defensive backs jumping in front of the football with these pick 6s.
Returnable for Stevens from the 6-yard line. And Stevens will be spun around and taken down at the 31-yard line. Well, I always say this, if you have a student that needs a score, a really good one on that ACT, which is any student looking to go to college, I invite you to call my friends at Kuntz Cram Course. Upcoming course on December the 2nd, use Rivalry 20 at checkout. They'll give you $25 off. KuntzCramCourse.com. That ACT score means scholarship dollars for your student in college, so very, very important. 34-10, 7:18 to go, third quarter. This Central defense has been ball hawking to say the least.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, they've been fantastic. Heritage with not enough players on the field. A late add as Gould comes back out.
Handoff off right tackle to Gould. and only a yard off right tackle. So if the score holds, if Heritage doesn't make some miraculous comeback and Central wins the game, they will play host to Halls next week. And in the winner of that game, in theory, depending on what happens with Halls tomorrow night, would be the 4 seed.
You mean the 3 seed?
Yeah, the winner would be the 3, correct, next week. Central and Halls next week would be pretty simple. The winner would be the 3, the loser would be the 4.
Yeah, providing, again, that Halls loses to West tomorrow night.
Yeah, which nothing's a foregone conclusion. Deck feeling pressure. Boy, there's all kinds of plays that could be the Joe Newbert collision of the game. He's been hit and hit hard tonight.
He sure did. Jake Holbert on one side, big number 74, and then I don't know who came in, but somebody got him from the other side as well. And you can see Deck taking a minute to get off the deck.
Nice. Nice. The smile. He's proud of himself. By the way, Heritage, over 300 yards total offense tonight. 306.
And 10 points.
Well, yeah, 6 turnovers is, I mean,
Donovan Washington on the other side of that side. Again, they've moved. I mean, moving the football's not been the issue. It's been silly mistakes and that lead to turnovers.
The Central defense is awfully strong. I mean, we talk about Heritage with the mistakes, but this Central defense looks pretty salty right now.
Made some plays. Jordan McAfee, 2 interceptions, and of course Silas Giesland with the pick 6, and feels like Mike linebacker Donovan Washington's been all over the place.
3rd down and 9, 4-down territory for sure. Wesley Deck has all kinds of time, throws it to his running back out of the backfield, breaks the tackle, and will get the 1st down. And runs through a defender or into a defender or something, but that hurt.
Yeah, he came up empty there, talking about Donovan Washington, just completely missed the tackle out there in the flats, and that allowed Bowers just to go. Good finish on that catch and run.
Deck looks to throw, overthrows his receiver. And the clock will stop with 4:47 to go.
In the 3rd.
Maryville Alcoa tomorrow night. Do you like that game being week 10?
I feel like it's too late. I was talking to somebody about this earlier in the week. It just feels like it's way too late for those 2 teams.
Yeah.
That's a week, what, 5-6 matchup feels like?
Used to be week 1.
Used to be the opener.
And week, like 3 or 4 timeouts.
But Maryville had a huge win last week.
Well, by the way, my thanks to Chris Protzman and our great friends at Fox and WKNX here on the Knox. It's just been spectacular partners this year. And the signal, the picture looks fantastic. And we've got one more game here on the Knox, which is next week, Bearden and Bradley Central. And then we make the move over for the playoffs. Excited about this. The WATE. All 4 playoff games will be on ABC on the main network, which is amazing for this product. Starting with November the 3rd, the 3A championship, because all Blue Cross Blue Shield championships will be right here on WKNX The Knox, except the 3A game, which will be on WATE on Friday at 11 a.m. We expect Alcoa to be there. We'll see. And then the Rivalry Showcase All-Star Game, brought to you by Commercial Bank in Food City at Sevier County High School on ABC, December the 9th. Harrison Construction will be there, mixing up some good games in the playoffs.
You've been working on that one, haven't you?
No, actually, it just came to me. Super creative.
Offsides there on Central's Silas Giesland.
And I will say this, the transition of this product after 14 years was not easy.
Snap, encroachment, defense, 45, 5-yard penalty, replay the down.
And I think everyone needs to understand, WATE has their satellite truck here every game. They send the signal to Fox and it airs on WKNX The Knox. And it has been incredible teamwork.
Good catch.
By both TV stations to make this happen. And I can't thank them enough for their belief in what it is that we do.
Yeah, once we got Mother Nature to control up in Richmond, we were good.
We got that figured out quickly. Thank you very much.
It's been a fun year.
Thomas Bowers is the player down. Going to be fun next week.
Yeah, I think it will be fun next week.
I mean, I'm looking forward to that. Bearden tomorrow night's got Morristown West. Bradley has got Cleveland, which is a huge rivalry game.
Should be a really good game, yeah.
If my middle daughter and 4-week-old grandson weren't in town tomorrow, I'd be going to the game. But I think I'll stay at home and hang with those peeps.
Probably a good call. We'll hang out and watch the pictures roll in on Facebook.
Hey, I will never apologize for that.
I enjoy it, man. Nor should you.
Friend Barry Volton texting me his line of the night saying those facts are concrete. Talking about the concrete truck. And from the Barry Volton Sports Network. .420 to go third quarter, 34-10 Central. Now hand off to Gould off left tackle. And tripped up and a fourth down coming up.
Tackle by Saki.
I'm proud of Barry. Tell him to keep pouring on the puns.
Okay. Yeah.
We're done here.
By the way, if you'd like to support the initiative that is the NIL at Tennessee, scan the QR
Don't
code.
click it, scan
Be
it.
a member of the Volunteer Club today. 2 for 2 on fourth down. Wesley Deck needing to make it 3 for 3 and will, I don't know.
I think he's short.
I think he's short.
I think he's short too, but it's close.
Deck is tackled by Holbert.
We have enjoyed our partnership with the Volunteer Club Inspire this year, having current players out on the Volunteer Club locker room every Sunday night.
Yeah, it looks short from that angle right there.
Presented by Spire Sports, 11:30 on WATE on Sunday nights. As the Mountaineers turn the ball over on downs.
It's a good play to make something out here. Of course, it's a huge fourth down play. Nobody was open. Good pursuit by Central, knowing where the sticks was or were.
And you know what the Bobcats should do now?
Hand it to Frank. Actually, I would not have him in there.
I wouldn't have him in. Absolutely
I
not.
wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. He's out there, but with the high ankle sprain,
no reason.
And you've got a big game next week against Halls. You are going to need that big load to beat the Red Devils.
I certainly wouldn't flex him out here.
Let's send him out to wow. There is a flag down at the 31-yard line.
Block in the back, it looks like.
Daniel Sackey, younger brother of. And a block in the back will bring this one back.
You can always tell when it gets close to playoff time.
Skip McMillan
starts bailing out in halftime. Yeah.
Yeah, and a block that didn't even need to be made.
Well, there's been a lot of flags here in this third quarter.
Well, you got to salute Barry.
Oh, it's not
During the play, block in the back, 78 on the offense, 10-yard penalty from the previous spot, replay the down.
4 to be exact. 4 penalties here in the third quarter.
Myers rolling out to the right, and boy, for just a split second, you saw a red flash coming across your screen as Reese Dickey, a little more air into that football, and he comes up with a pick.
Yeah, it's a good play on the ball. Again, bad throw, good play on the ball by Dickey. Almost made a heck of a catch there. Couldn't quite scoop it off that turf. Well, it looked like it just
went through his arm.
Might have went through the wickets there.
Second down at 20 as the clock is stopped. 3:19 third quarter. Here comes Frank Johnson, the fourth. You need 20 yards, just give it a big Frank, and he'll get 12 of it back.
So let's cut that a half and then some and make it 3rd and 8.
And then we'll hand it to him again, and he'll pick it up.
I guess it's not a bad strategy if you want to work on you on the downs 1 and 2, and then give it to Frank on 3rd and whatever. You know?
3rd and Frank.
3rd and 20. Hand it to Frank.
3rd and Frank.
Well, in 4A, Anderson County and Gibbs will play tomorrow night for a region title.
Yep.
And then somewhere down the line, it's the same movie we've seen before, as Greenville and Elizabethton both undefeated. They will play next week.
Man.
Boy, Myers was drilled.
Pass is going to be completed short of the sticks, but boy, he got drilled, did Sam Myers.
Greenville, the only team in the state that will end up, you know, they're right now, they're what, 5-0, and they played 7 games. DB and Alcoa were canceled.
Look at Cole McCampbell right here. Boom.
I mean, Eddie Spradlin's having to schedule games on Tuesdays against Morristown West, just try to get games in. It's been that kind of year.
3rd punt of the night.
Yeah, 3rd punt of the night. Stevens is deep. A punt that gets about 6 feet off the ground, and here comes Stevens. Stevens has got speed. Stevens has got blockers in front. Oh, just tripped up on a shoestring tackle.
Oh, he's hurt.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, he's been hurt a couple times already tonight.
Did he even get tripped? Did the turf monster get him? I know he might have went down because of the injury there.
Well, I saw him flying through the air. Did he get hit, or did he have an injury and just went down on his own?
Well, you're going to see it right here.
Great return. Good speed, getting out to the perimeter.
What a great move. Yeah, he tripped on the foot. He tripped on the foot, I think.
I don't think he touched anybody.
Do you not think so?
I mean, I don't think he touched anybody.
He's reacting like he didn't touch anybody. It's a no contact deal. But now they're stretching him out like it's a cramp, so that's good.
Yeah. Regardless, really good return.
It was a return of 33 yards. Well, if you have a team at any level, be it Little League, be it middle school, high school, and you have apparel needs, maybe your business, use the people that we use. That is E2 Sports at my e2sports.com. They will be handling all of the apparel again, the jerseys for the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase. Good people at E2 Sports. By the way, Eddie Spradlin is watching. He says there's a correction. The Green Devils are 6-0.
Get it right.
Well, are we week 10? I think you just made my point. We're week 10. They're 6-0.
It's weird.
The best they could get would be 8-0 if they were to win this week and beat Elizabeth the next week. So he proved my point.
Oh, about tackled them both.
Oh, look at Wesley Deck. Throw the football, and he does. Receiver is there. Inside the 20. How about that play for Wesley Deck?
It was a really good play because the end about tackled him and the running back.
He completes it to the ever-controversial Clay Travis.
Jacob Sutton on the near tackle. You've been waiting all week to say that one, haven't you?
Well, I did practice it a few times. Rosie, my Australian Shepherd, she didn't understand. I kept saying, Clay Travis, controversial. And the Mountaineers down to the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
I was making the spotting board this week knowing you'd make a comment about that.
I thought Austin would beat me to it.
The Mountaineer magic. Is it still alive?
That was creepy. First down. The Gould off left tackle. Knee goes down, or did it? Central pointing, saying that the knee went down. The officials say it did not.
It just doesn't seem like Clay Travis should be a receiver. He should be a kicker, so he can now kick his gun.
That was good.
Yeah, the knee went down. No call there.
People are not understanding that, but there's a lot of people that do get
No,
that.
they did move it back, did they?
Yes, they did. It's 2nd down.
Okay, they did move it back. Somebody saw it.
Barry is on top of things.
Salute to Barry.
Following blockers down to the 4-yard line. 3rd down and goal at the 4. Probably one more play for the Mountaineers unless it's an incomplete pass.
Third down.
I think they need to score for the end of the quarter.
And they will get the touchdown. Wesley Deck with 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Makes it 34-16 with the 2-point conversion to come. Because at 24 points down, do the math, 3 touchdowns, 3 conversions.
Nice block there by Clay Costner.
You going onside?
No. I would. There's not many possessions in high school football.
As Acevet told us before the game, we got 8 possessions. 8 possessions.
On average. Last week they had 3, not counting the nil down.
Going off left tackle, and they'll get the conversion. 34-18.
They're not dead yet, Packer. Only down 2 scores and 2 2-point conversions.
Still alive.
There's Mountaineer magic and wine.
Oh, goodness. You know, for the most part, Deck's been running to the right. So their trick play was then to go to the left for the conversion.
Yeah.
What a great shot there by Scotty Listenvision. The mountains are truly calling. We are at the base of the mountains as aerial coverage is brought to you by Gatlinburg. And what a great look high above Heritage tonight. Our thanks to Joe Acevet and all the good people at Heritage for having us out here tonight.
By the way, we do want to say a big thank you to the great people at Becky's. They hosted a portion of us today, and then we had the pregame meal. Travis, his wife, of course, Becky's now retired. But
Yeah,
that
I
place
called
is,
yesterday, asked, I said, hey, is Becky there? And they're like, oh, she retired. I was like, oh, I'm sorry.
Come on, Packer.
It was out in the middle of nowhere.
Why don't you tell us you've never been there without telling us you've never been there?
4 plays, 38 yards. Deck on the touchdown.
I want to see these.
The Mountaineers within 2 possessions.
I want to see these old packages that Austin used to do back in the day where he goes to these restaurants.
Kick it deep. From the 9-yard line. And the Bobcats good field position out past the 25 to about the 29-yard line. Green back a winner over Sunbright, 46-14. That from the Sean Gang Sports Network. Look at a great shot, man. Some lens we got on that camera.
What kind of moon is that, Packer?
I don't know. The crescent moon. Is that what it's called? Did I get it right? Oh, I was afraid that timer I didn't know it was a QR code, and I think I called it a QVC code. I would never live that down with some key friends if I had not known that was a crescent moon. Maybe the last play of the 3rd quarter.
Oh, ball.
Oh, football comes loose.
They got it back, but whoo. Miscommunication.
Wow.
Could have been disastrous.
How big would that have been? And that will take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, the Mountaineers still have a heartbeat. They're still breathing. 6 turnovers, down 34-18. Loser of tonight's game eliminated from playoff contention, so somebody's throwing the kitchen sink out.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Glass Doctor, Better Mattress, Gray Hodges, Aqua Clear, and the Volunteer Club. Real Vol fans are members of the Volunteer Club.
Some things are just better together. Like sensational salads and sizzling steaks, old friends and new friends, special occasions and special moments. At Aubrey's, we like it when things go together, so we do everything we can to make getting together easy. Aubrey's, real comfort, real food, real good.
I'm an owner.
I am an owner.
I'm an owner.
And we're locally owned.
Gray Hodges has been serving the Knoxville area with quality craft-made cabinetry for over 7 decades now. Craft-Made manufactures high-quality kitchen and bath cabinets in a wide variety of finishes with modern and traditional styles to choose from. Visit one of our 4 locations and let a Gray Hodges owner show you the perfect craft-made design to fit your needs. Gray Hodges. Employee-owned, service perfect.
Community banking is about location and much more. It's about family. We reside in your community. We are a part of your community. At Commercial Bank, our commitment extends beyond the walls of our branches. It's displayed each day in the opportunities we provide, the money we give back, and the time we commit, all to help improve the lives of the people, families, and businesses that make our communities great. Commercial Bank. Life made better.
The Pre-Owned Patrol is on the scene, and we've got a huge selection of the hottest pre-owned vehicles that you've been looking for. We have over 45 pre-owned trucks in inventory starting as low as $23,995 to get you ready for tailgating. We have over 29 third-row SUVs that's got plenty of room for your family. Whatever it is you're looking for, the Pre-Owned Patrol's got it.
Nick and Jacob stockpiled a massive selection of clean, low-mileage pre-owned vehicles. Come and see them today.
The Pre-Owned Patrol is here for you at Ted Russell Ford on Kingston Pike and Parkside Drive.
At OEB Law, our home is your home. And your family is our family. And down here, family takes care of family. Giving back and helping out whenever needed. OEB Law is proud to be from East Tennessee. OEB Law feels like home.
Hello, and welcome to Nicholls State Farm. Since 1980, it has been our pleasure to serve Knoxville and Tennessee. Recover from accidents and prepare for their future. Do what's right for your family today. Call or text us at 947-6560.
Fourth quarter is brought to you by Pilot Company, our longest running supporter and sponsor of what we do here on Rivalry Thursday. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg.
Coach, 1 quarter left, an opportunity to go to the playoffs. What does your team need to do to just hold on to this lead?
Got to finish every play, got to finish every drive. We had some opportunities there in the third that some self-inflicted stuff that you just can't have. So hopefully we finish clean, finish strong, and close this thing out.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Yeah, thank you.
34-18 as we go to the fourth quarter. And to the point we were talking about, Frank Johnson, the fourth. Okay, there we go. There we go.
That's fantastic.
I love how they shut me up right there. That was good, guys. Very impressed. Okay, so they're brought to you by OEB Law. But look at this. Almost outgained Central by 100 yards because of the first page of graphics.
Even look at the time of possession.
2nd down and 10. They'll go to Frank Johnson, and he will back defenders down to, well, out to about the 33.
First one, Cyrus Smith. It's 3rd down.
Well, our thanks to all the good people here between Central and Heritage tonight. $1,225 raised and given to Rees Across America. Wonderful job by the people here supporting Rees Across America. 3rd down and 4. Frank Johnson up the gut and short. And
ball.
Flag comes in.
Was it a flag or did they?
I think that was the
fumble. Yeah.
That was the marker or whatever.
4th down.
Yeah, I don't think there was a flag.
I think the ball is a beanbag.
Yeah.
Central's going to punt this away.
Still breathing.
Heritage just keeps hanging around by a thread. I know one thing. They go score here and get another 2-point conversion.
Well, you remember what happened a year ago.
Yep. Central came back, and it was Heritage that led all game long, and Frank Johnson, the fourth, ran for about 300 yards and came back and took the lead in the fourth quarter.
2nd straight 3 and out. Low snap. And a fair catch is asked for. And oh, goodness gracious.
That's a heck of a catch because that had disaster written all over it.
Stevens on the fair catch.
Well, congratulations, Donovan Washington. By the way, I like how they did a photo shoot for us for the Patriot Home Care Scholar Athlete of Donovan, a 3.79 GPA, a senior linebacker. Congratulations from Patriot Home Care. Got a whole fourth quarter to go. A touchdown on this drive and a conversion, and the pucker factor is alive and well. The guys wearing white and black. Stevens in motion. Deck will fake. Oh, receiver is there. Throws it behind his receiver, and Deck wants that one back.
Yeah, he got a little sloppy on the footwork there. He got so excited because his guy was open that he forgot to set his feet.
Just got to lay it out there for the open guy.
Yeah.
Eyes upfield, and to Austin's point, just kind of quick through it. Second down and 10, free 5 yards, make it 2nd and 5. That's the guy who had the pick 6 for the touchdown, Silas Giesland.
Further snap, Kirchman, 45 of the defense, 5-yard penalty, replay the down.
There is no tomorrow except for one more game next week. The loser of this game. High snap. Wesley Deck comes up with it, throws across the middle.
First down.
And they'll get the first down.
The way Wesley Deck has handled the snap issues tonight.
It's been thrill a minute.
Yeah, but I mean, he's handled it. It's almost like every time there's been a bad snap, he's turned it into a positive play.
Yeah.
He's done a heck of a job.
Man. This time he sets his feet.
He's done a really, really good job in that area of the game tonight, which shouldn't be an area ever.
First down and 10. Oh, almost a great catch. But as Javastin Badgett, number 3, was bearing down on him, Thomas Bowers just got those alligator arms.
Well, came down and looked like he didn't make the catch before, but yeah, he was probably heard some footsteps for sure.
Actually, it was Dylan Burgess, number 30. Clock stops at 9:54. No going there. And a 3rd down and 8. Most astute comment I've ever made coming up right here. 4-down territory.
I think it's safe to say.
I know you're impressed. Heritage with 3 timeouts left. Central with 2.
Clear out. Yet again, it's covered up pretty nicely this
receiver
time.
is there. Nice pass by Deck. And there he is, ladies and gentlemen. One more time, Clay Travis.
Another Mountaineer first down.
That's a good throw. Strong throw.
Beautiful throw.
Wasn't a conservative throw to Clay Travis there.
First and 10 at the 23. You start watching the clock at 9 minutes to go. Deck will come to the near side. Has a blocker in front. Looking for the end zone. He will find it. Touchdown. 23-yard touchdown for Wesley Deck. And hang on just a second. These Mountaineers are not dead yet.
Then down the field blocking by his receiver, recognizing it was kind of a busted play, if you will. He reverses course, goes all the way across the field, and then is committed to the run. And look at that blocking right there. I think that was Dominic Stevens potentially. Regardless, whoever it was, heck of a block.
2-point conversion to make this a 1-possession game.
Even if they don't get it, there's still time here. They 51 to go.
We're still in it. The 2-point conversion for a 1-possession game. Deck fakes the handoff, cuts back inside. Oh, did he get in? A flag comes in for helmet-to-helmet contact. I don't think he got the football across the goal line. but they'll get another shot at it, and that is your Joe Newberg collision of the game.
Good grief.
That was the epitome of a decleater.
Well, it's going to be a penalty for sure. I mean, something was grabbed. Horse collar, face mask, something. Goodness gracious.
I think they're trying to decide, did he get in? I don't think he got in.
He didn't get in. I mean, you can see that from up here.
They're lucky Deck's still in the game.
Exactly, yeah. A dangerous looking play right here.
We're lucky Deck still knows where he is.
Deck got decked. Oh,
yeah, okay.
Good Lord.
100% a face mask. Something got grabbed there, and it was the face mask.
Stop him by any means necessary.
During the play, personal foul, face mask on the try. Will go half the distance because the foul and the ball was past the line of scrimmage. Therefore, we're penalized from the end of the run, which will be half the distance, and replay the try.
Very well explained, which, in other words, he was 6 inches away, so now he's on the 3-inch line. Not that there is a 3-inch line.
Tush push here would be easy from the half-inch line, but they do everything out of the shotgun.
The fact that Wesley Deck knows his name is Wesley Deck is impressive.
Yeah, and all you have to do is take the snap and literally fall forward. Yeah, you're in shotgun. Everybody does
snap it and go right off left tackle, and it's a one-possession game. 34-26. Boy, this is like deja vu backwards from last year. We've got 8:51 to go, a one-possession game to see who makes the playoffs.
FCA's Rivalry Thursday is brought to you by Exterior Home Solutions, Carson Newman, Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Local 102, Patriot Home Care, and Harrison Construction.
Hi, I'm State Farm Agent Jim Pope, and I'm located in Morristown, Tennessee. I've been helping people manage the risk of everyday life for the last 35 years. So stop by my office in Morristown, call me at 423-581-9390, or click in at jimpope.net.
You know, life happens, and damage to your home can be extremely stressful. That's why it's important to find someone who offers efficient, quality work with financing options. Exterior Home Solutions, they value not only family, but community. And they're who I call when life happens, and you should too.
At D1, our slogan is the place for the athlete. But who is the athlete? While you'll see a number of our athletes on courts and fields, not all of those athletes are starting left tackle in the football game. We pride ourselves with being the place for all athletes, 7 to 70, mom or son, dad or daughter, with locations all over Tennessee. And we have training programs for every athlete. So stop by any of our locations and let's find the best athlete in you.
You're watching Rivalry Thursday on The Knox.
Commercial Bank salutes the Stripes, and tonight it is
Barry Mathis, his 48th year officiating, Knox County property assessor. His hobbies are his grandkids and watching their athletic events.
It took you just a minute to realize what the abbreviation of ATH was because you paused.
No, I was giving it the pregnant pause. Because Barry deserves that kind of recognition. 48 years.
The Heritage Drive, 5 plays, 58 yards in 139. Wesley Deck, after being decapitated on the 2-point conversion, did then get in for the 2-point conversion. And it is an 8-point game at 34-26.
Now, I'll let go what Austin said. Just glad that he's okay. That was a dangerous play.
Can Heritage get a stop? This is that moment in the game where Central normally responds.
Boy, do you need Frank Johnson IV more than ever now just to run and keep the clock moving.
A very returnable kickoff from the 9. Trying to get to the near side, and the Mountaineers are there. And they will start the drive at their own 12-yard line.
Well, our thanks to Ann and JP at One Day Signs and Banners, 865-525-5474 for all your signs. They can make them in as quick as 1 day. That's why they're called One Day Signs and Banners. 8:43 to go. Frank Johnson limps his way out there. He is hurting. They would love to have rested him, and he's at 150 yards rushing on the night. It was just a few minutes ago we were like, Frank Johnson shouldn't play anymore tonight.
Yeah, I mean, up
well,
three
they
scores.
Were up 3 scores.
Yeah. He's gone over 1,000 yards on the season tonight, by the way.
Low snap. They'll give it to Frank off left tackle, who will be in the Commercial Bank Rivalry Showcase, by the way. Averaging 7.1 yards a carry. By the way, somebody messaged me and said, what colleges are recruiting Frank Johnson the fourth? What kind of player is he?
I asked that to Nick Craney the other night.
I'll give you a minute to look up what he told you as far as specific schools, because I threw that on you.
I think it was on the phone, so I didn't write it down. But it's some lower levels.
Nice play right there.
Mountaineers in the backfield, and a 3rd down coming up.
Swallowed up by big number 69 for the Mountaineers, that being Josh Burns, the senior. And here we go, 3rd down. Can they get off the field, force a punt?
Clock goes under 8 minutes to go. The band is playing. The place is alive again.
Biggest play of the football game right here for Heritage. You have got to force a punt.
3rd down and 3.
Good job of the defensive line not jumping when the central line stood up. They've done that a couple of times tonight where they jumped off sides.
3rd down and 3. Handoff to Frank Johnson, and he will get the 1st down. Carrying defenders out past the 25 to the 26.
Which is okay if you're Heritage. You'd love to get the ball back right here. Ultimately, you just can't allow Central to score, and you got to get the ball back at some point before the end of the game. There's a lot of time left with over half the quarter still remaining.
I just think one more time. I mean, he's averaging over 7 yards a carry tonight. I mean, there's no reason to outthink yourself.
No.
I would give it to him every single play of this drive.
It's like we've talked about Heritage. When you need a yard, you give it to your best player. I'm doing that right there. Oh, they faked it to him, and Myers is going to go to the outside.
Great pursuit by the Heritage defense. They were coming from all over.
2nd down.
That's a nice job by Myers. He felt the defense was there as Carson Weber was in the backfield for Heritage.
Able to get 5 on it.
A 2nd down and 5.5.
And they'll either have to take a timeout, and they do, as the play clock was running out.
2nd timeout of the 2nd half, so the Bobcats have 1 left.
Hey families, I want to tackle one of the biggest problems going on in America in families right now. It's people on the bottle. Bottled water. Bottled water's everywhere. I see people lugging jugs, old ladies, young ladies, everybody carrying these cases of bottled water out there about to hurt their back, and then it comes in your house, your garage is covered in bottles, and then your trash can's full of bottles, and then laying around everywhere is half-used bottles. It's time to get off the bottle and get an award-winning Connecticut reverse osmosis system from AquaClear Water Systems. You can make 20 gallons a day of better than bottled water. We can hook your refrigerator up so you have super, super pure water, and the ice tastes fabulous. Your coffees and teas are going to be wonderful. It'll be one of the best things you've ever done for your health and your house. Give AquaClear a call. AquaClear will change your water. It'll change your life.
Yeah, they put a system in our house, including the reverse osmosis drinking water, and it is definitely a life changer. 2nd down and 5, 6:09 to go. Frank Johnson behind Sam Myers. Heritage to bring pressure on. They'll overthrow this one. No flag on the play. That ball almost sailed to the safety.
Yeah, I was going to say, you almost got yourself in real trouble there.
It sailed on Myers.
can see the shadow right there of the defensive back just kind of lurking. And now you're in another 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5.5 here. And Johnson has converted on several of these, but you're not making it easy on him.
They're going to, flag comes in, and this will make it a 3rd down and 10. Ninth penalty of the game.
Prior to the snap, false start, 61 on the offense, 5-yard penalty, replay 3rd.
Dare you hand it to Frank on 3rd and 10 with 6 minutes to go?
No question. 9 penalties, 70 yards for the Bobcats.
I was just thinking that.
They kind of spread them out, and then they hand it to Frank.
Yeah.
3rd and 10.
They're not handing to Frank.
Wow.
They may throw to him. Myers going to take a deep shot. Receiver is there.
What a catch.
Makes the catch.
What a catch.
Strickland.
An incredible catch by Dante Strickland on a 3rd down and 10.
A great adjustment on this football. The ball's thrown inside. You can see him move to the football, go down, and make this catch.
Wow, 39 yards.
What a conversion. I did not see that coming.
A nice throw, better catch.
Way better catch. Absolutely.
You know, CB45 said on the CB45 Sports Show last night it was Dante Stallworth. He kind of looked like Dante Stallworth right there. Wow.
And that guy looks like who?
Look at him ripping at the football. The bus.
There you go.
Now you start watching that clock. You're outside of field goal range. The timeout is taken by Heritage. Stop the clock. Well, if you have a gym for your school, a home gym at your business, I invite you to check in with my friends at Dynabody. Dynabody.com. Heavy's got all kinds of used and new equipment down there in the showroom. Yeah, right down the street here, actually, in Blount County. All the equipment that you could possibly need at Dynabody.com. 5:23 to go in the football game. Loser eliminated from the playoffs. Joe Ossovet and his defense needing a stop.
Something to pay attention to here is Zach Nelson, who's called just about every Central Bobcats game this season for Diamond Clear Media. Says the kicker, Devin Cole, needs about 10 yards to feel real good about it. Maybe 5 yards. Said that he has a leg, that being sophomore kicker Devin Cole.
The analysis you'll only get from Zach of Diamond Clear. They'll play fake. Myers will throw this. Oh, catch is made down inside the 20. Looking for the end zone. Did he get there? Touchdown. Wow, how about that? Heritage just trying to get a stop, and Dante Strickland twinkle toes down the sideline, 35 yards for a touchdown, and the Bobcats may have put it away.
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
Still time for Heritage to go score, then they get the onside kick.
Good luck. Good luck. Got in.
Sackey gets in there. I mean, he's wide open, that being Daniel Sackey. Wide open there in the flat, and a nice run in the end zone. A good response by Central.
Extra point is up. It is good. 41-26. Central with the lead.
41. Heritage 46.
Daniel Sackey on the touchdown. I gave credit to Strickland, but it was Sackey. And a 15-point lead.
But you say not quite. Obviously, Heritage just showed that it could score. It's come back in this football game, but I mean, you're going to have to get 2 scores really quick. Only 5-12 left in this game.
Well, again, you're going to score, and then get the onside kick, and then at that point, then it becomes okay. Here we go. But yeah, it's not quite done.
Well, Pilots High School Heroes, the 5th quarter coming up after the game. Our 6-star MVP. Gee, I wonder who that's going to be. The drive of the game. The Glass Doctor break of the game, which we may be able to show you, before we get to the post-game show. Joe Newberg collision of the game and our high school picks coming up after an 8-play, 88-yard drive, which was just what the doctor ordered for the Bobcats. Yeah, the Harrison Construction drive of the game, we may have just seen that.
That was a huge 3rd and 10 completion down the field from Sam Myers to Dante Strickland. Sam Myers has missed. He's overthrown some here in this football game, but he's hit a couple down the field.
Yeah, he has, 100%. He's played well.
He's had a really good football game. Was told that they were going to play 2 quarterbacks. You saw Cameron Bingham come in for a play or 2 in the first quarter, but it's been all Sam Myers.
Short returnable kick from the 20-yard line. And around left end. Blockers in front. And almost to midfield or right at midfield. And boy, great field position. Let's go ahead and get you the Glass Doctor break of the game. And the guys in the truck have chosen this. Looking to throw. Whoa, intercepted.
Another interception, just like last week.
Silas
goes for 6.
Yep, 76 yards on the touchdown return. Heritage was trying to cut it to 14-7. That made it 20-0, and that was the game changer.
Absolutely, and again, you're just coming off the edge. Get your hands up. You're taught to get your hands up, disrupt the pass of the quarterback. If you get a paw on there, that's great. Well, he came down with an interception, and not only the interception, a pick 6.
5:03 to go. Deck will throw this one out to Stevens, who can't quite make the grab.
Second down.
Joe Ossovet trying to turn this program around. Would love to make the playoffs, and 5 free yards there.
Either way, how this game turns out, especially if they end up losing by a score, Heritage is going to look back and go, man,
we gave it to them.
Prior to the snap, Coachman, defense, 76, 5-yard penalty, replay the down.
I mean, the fact
gave
that
it to them in some ways, Central took it in others. You know, I mean,
give Central credit for some of those turnovers. 100%. They went and made some plays, but the fact that you had 5 first-half turnovers, 6 turnovers overall, and it was a 1-score game at one point. It's still a ball game now.
Deck takes a shot downfield. Receiver is there.
Got it.
He will score. Touchdown.
All kinds of time left. That's what I said. Not over yet.
A 45-yard touchdown right across the middle to Zach Davidson.
That was almost knocked away. It was really good coverage, a better throw.
It's a really good throw.
41-32. They will send the kicker out.
Wow.
To make it an 8-point game. Make it a 1-possession game one more time.
Strickland was trailing him. I mean, he was about an arm's length behind him at safety, and it wasn't horrible coverage.
Well, I'll give Austin credit. I said, they still, is it over? Not quite yet.
Well, you go back. The pooch kick on the kickoff allowed them to have the ball at the 50. Big touchdown pass, 45 yards out, and all of a sudden, I mean, what, 20 seconds off the clock or whatever? I mean, it was very long.
And don't forget, right before the half there, the penalty put it at the 50 at the kickoff, and then, of course, you kick that field goal right before the half.
And how about the throw? By the way, second highest scoring game this season on Rivalry Thursday, only 1 point short of the 41-34 Sevier County Morristown West game.
And that was overtime.
And that was OT. Yep.
Had some good games. You guys remember the West Bearden game Saturday? What a finish there.
Does that not seem like forever ago?
It does.
Always does, though, when we get late in the year.
I mean, it seems so fast, but then you look back and you're like, God, that was forever ago.
Yeah.
By the way, our DHIL photos tonight, as Dustin Hillblank has done an incredible job again tonight with great shots. Pictures from all of our games this year. DHIL photos. He handles all of our promotion on social media and just does a really, really nice job. Really proud of Dustin and the job that he's done this year. 4:47. You've got 2 timeouts left. And they'll kick this one deep back to the 8-yard line.
Got to get on field.
Flag comes in here as the Mountaineers are stripping at the football. Flag down at the 12.
Looks like it's going to be the second straight return where there's going to be a hold on Central.
Yeah, they're not doing themselves any favors with field position. Didn't matter on the last drive. It was 8 plays, 88 yards.
I would have probably considered onside there. I mean, like with Central's ability to run the ball, I just don't know if you get it back anymore. 4:38 to go.
Yeah, the only thing I'll say in rebuttal to that is there have been a couple times where the ball has sailed on Myers, where if they keep chucking
during
it
the return, block below the waist. Number 10 on the return team.
They're 6 yard
half the distance.
True.
Return team will play first down.
I'm just saying.
But how many times has Frank Johnson IV showed that he can get the 10 yards on 3rd and 10? Or,
I agree.
And you're right, it's sailed, but by golly, that last series, Myers showed a real good throw down the field on 3rd and 10. And that was the play of that scoring drive.
Now, one more time, I'm not out thinking giving it to number 0.
They're not. I think they're going wild Bobcat here.
Wild Frank. Wild bus. Frank Johnson off right tackle. Be dragged down at the 8.
Gain of 2.
Tackle by Smith, 2nd down.
They just going to go wild bus the whole time?
I would. You know, if they get a penalty here and they're back at 3rd and 12 or whatever, maybe that changes. But
I mean, the only thing about going wild bus is that essentially
they can load the box.
Well, I mean, there's no.
Are they really gonna let Frank throw it? I mean, like maybe he can, but
maybe. I just think it just makes you so one-dimensional. I understand Frank Johnson's great, but
That's
Heritage.
a great dimension.
I mean, there they are in the backfield.
I hear you.
And he's going nowhere. It's a gain of 2, and it's 3rd down, and Ossavet takes a timeout.
Campbell, it's 3rd down. Timeout, Heritage.
3rd and 6 here.
Coming up on Sunday night, it's the Volunteer Club Locker Room. Brought to you by Spire Sports, former and current Vols, Food City Player Perspective. Humana goes inside the orange. Sunday night, 11:35 on WATE. Monday afternoons at 3:30. And if you're in Nashville, Sunday night at 10:30 on Fox. And in Tri-Cities, 11 o'clock on Fox.
No problem getting to 10 o'clock tonight.
No, I thought about that. Yeah, where were we at? Were we at, what was Bearden Farragut, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Bearden Farragut.
We were over at Bearden. The game in like 9:20.
Eric said we did the 5th and 6th quarter.
Yeah, that was good, Eric. Proud of you.
Thank you. Somebody texted me and said, why are you guys still in the air? I looked up 20 minutes later, y'all were still talking. We're just happy to be here.
It's that first year of the transition. We hadn't solved all our problems yet. Reminder, next week, Bearden at Bradley Central. And then 2 weeks from tomorrow night, we'll switch over to WATE, ABC for all 4 rounds of the playoffs. Blue Cross Bowls, this is the new home. WKNX the Knox. Contract has been signed. All the games have been moved over here, except the 3A game on Friday on WATE. Quarterback is back in on a 3rd and 6. And they will throw for it. Oh, almost intercepted. And the Bobcats will now have to punt. From their own 9-yard line, Heritage with 1 timeout left and all kinds of time at 3:44. And watch how close this was to disaster.
Sailed on them, like you said, Mark.
4th 3 and out of the second half. Is that correct, Joe? 3rd 3 and out of the second half. 5th punt of the night. And watch the snap.
Yeah.
Look how much time's left in this football game, too.
By the way, I'm setting up the return if I'm Heritage. I'm not running back there and
delay of game. They'll back it up even more.
Yeah, if I'm Ossavet, I'm telling my guys, do not go after the punter. I don't need some cheap penalty here. Yeah. I want the football.
Delay game. Offense. Number 3. 5-yard penalty. Replay the down.
I agree with you, but kids are kids. I mean, like, you know what I mean? Like, You can say this stuff to them. And
I mean, you're snapping back into the back of your own end zone right here.
Well, here's the deal. As Dominic Stevens is just dying to get his hands on the football, that ball goes about 2 feet off the ground. Stevens will pick it up, and he'll go inside the 35, inside the 30, down to the 26-yard line. Central ripping at the football.
I know. Same kid that's fumbled on 2 kickoffs. It's like, you've got a chance here. Like, just go down.
Is this not one of the craziest games we've ever called?
It shouldn't be a football game, yeah. Credit Heritage hanging around, and
6 turnovers.
And it's a 1-score football game here, and you got the ball on the 28 or 25.
The turnover is still 6-0, right?
The crazy thing is Heritage could score right here. And there's still plenty of time. They still have time.
Yeah. Central could run into field goal territory, kick game to field goal.
Wesley Day following blockers, and we'll take this one down to the 20-yard line. Get very close to the line of scrimmage, still on the field of play.
I'll tell you what, Donovan Washington has laid some licks tonight.
Yeah, he has. By the way,
this is not even in the top 3 of them, but it's still pretty good.
That's pretty close to out of bounds, but 100 yards for Wesley Deck with that carry. This time he'll keep it himself right up the middle, inside the 10, first down and goal for the Mountaineers at the 9-yard line.
Again, like if I'm Central or even Heritage, I mean, with 3:17 to go, you score. If you don't get the 2-point conversion, you still got a shot.
I don't think Heritage was set. I think Wesley Deck snapped that football before his receiver was set on the far side of the field, and I think this is going to cost Heritage 5.
Yeah, you got a flag way over there at the top of the field. Have a 10-yard line.
I think they'll call illegal procedure.
Illegal motion.
Yeah.
Against the offense. They did not get set prior to the snap. 5-yard penalty from the previous spot.
Yes, the top of your screen, there's still movement. He just wasn't set.
Yeah.
And Deck took that down to the 5, so in essence it's a 10-yard penalty because you move it back to the 15.
So first and goal from the 15.
And see, that's a penalty you don't want. If you're the quarterback in Deck, you're just trying to, keep the tempo up, keep it going, because you've got Central on the ropes right here, and then you just get a little too trigger happy there and snap the football before they're set.
Not sure what the confusion's over. You mark the play off and you let them play.
.304 to go in the game. Clock runs. First down and goal at the 15.
I know you don't want to give too much time left to Central, but I don't like this look to the sideline.
Bowers, they'll fake the handoff to Bowers, and they'll get about 4 yards to the 11, maybe the 10. It depends on where they mark it. Nice job by the defensive end for Central to force that one back inside, which was Giesland. Giesland's had a nice game tonight.
Yeah, he's had a great game. Pick 6 from the end spot, not bad. He's made a lot of tackles as well.
He's a senior.
Played assignment football.
Clock at 2:13 to go. Deck takes it, throws it, overthrows the receiver. Do not see any flags.
Ball just sailed on him.
And the receiver had inside leverage. Watch Davidson as he gets inside. He's there. But the ball sails.
That's good defense there.
Third and goal at the 10. Heritage with only one timeout left.
How many people turned this off when it was 3 scores?
Play clock at 6.
If you had Frank right here, it'd be a great time to run the ball with 2 downs to get it. But
Deck fakes the handoff, looks to throw, throws it to Stevens. Stevens diving for the end zone, and they will say out at the 1.
I can't wait to see this replay here.
4th down and goal at the 1.
Here it is. And it's a touchdown. Oh man.
Wow. That was 6. And a timeout is taken here by Central, I believe. Ah, what a tough call. What a tough call.
Well, if you're Craney, you know they're going to put it in Deck's hands and he's going to run it. I mean, just kind of like you know it's going to go to Frank Johnson if this was Central, right? I mean.
Yeah, I'm getting Deck to the outside and allowing him the opportunity to cut it back inside. I mean, we'll look at the replay again
right here. Can't really tell if he stepped out from that angle because the official was in the way.
He did not step out. The other angle showed that he did not step out. If we could get the other angle again.
Well, we know he got in. Sometimes they're bang-bang plays.
Oh, no, I'm with you, but let's just take a look. Why not, right?
Yep, he got there.
Heck of an effort. But you're right. I mean, if you're Central, you know the ball is going to be in Wesley Deck's hands.
Goes to the 2-yard line.
So 4th down and goal, and who would have figured that we would be here?
And even if you don't, I mean, even if you don't get it, Central will have to get they'll have to run a play up against the goal line.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like it's not technically over even if you don't get it, but obviously you'd love to.
I mean, I'm selling out. I'm not even thinking that Wesley Deck's going to throw the football here. Bringing pressure off the edge. Finding number 1 and trying to bring him to the ground.
Well, you're 1 yard away from 41-39 and a 2-point conversion to tie it up.
Yeah, look at this. Two H-backs essentially.
I don't like everything to the short side of the field.
I don't either.
Something tells me they're going right.
4th down and goal at the 1. Man in motion. They'll fake it. Deck looks for the end zone. I don't think so. I don't think so. They will stop him short. And as unfortunate as it is for Heritage, a touchdown that was not. And with 1:54 to go and only 1 timeout left, I don't know that Heritage gets the football back. Big stop by Central. Boy, what a play in the interior by the Bobcats.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 or 5 of them over there. Donovan Washington, middle linebacker.
74.
Jake Holbert in the interior.
Yeah, he kind of just pushed through.
It was Jake Holbert right there. He came up with the play. Watch it again. Holbert, boy, 74 gets right in the middle.
He just pushed
there.
right through the block. It's a phenomenal play.
So if you're Heritage, can you get in the backfield? Oh, low snap. And Johnson will get them some running room out to the 3, and the timeout will be taken. Last one.
Tackled by Dick Booten. Timeout Heritage.
Boy, what a comeback by Heritage to get all the way back to 41-33. You can't have instant replay in high school because you don't have broadcast with multiple cameras. You just don't have it. But you know, when you do, there's nothing you can do about it except we can second guess all we want.
It's bang bang. It's unfair. I mean, it's bang bang. It is what it is, right? I mean, there's missed calls for both teams in every game.
Yep.
That's part of officiating.
So I don't think that Heritage can get the football back. Can they, Joe, time-wise? I mean, by looking at the time, the play clock. You're not throwing the football unless there's a bad snap. Central starting field position the last 3 drives, their own 12, their own 6, their own 1. They'll get it to Frank Johnson, and he's not going anywhere. Play clock will start, and the next snap would be at about a minute. You technically could force a punt.
Yeah, I'd love to see the replay on the touchdown one more, or the lack of a touchdown one more time. I've got somebody saying his hand hit out of bounds before he hit the pylon. I think that might be correct.
Okay.
If we get another look at it, when we get time.
So the touchdown that was not. We are looking.
It's kind of bang bang.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. I mean, the official was running for his life,
Sure.
and I understand that. He was protecting his knees.
Delay a game on Central. I'll back them up about a half yard, or actually 2 yards.
Yeah,
unless they took a timeout. Well,
I mean, in theory, you run the play, you start the 40-second clock, play takes 5 seconds.
Delay a game on the defense, half the distance. Replay the down.
Central would be punting with about 18 seconds to go. Here's the look again. Hand is down before the ball hits pylon. It's the right call. It's the right call. I mean, we had to look at it multiple times, but they got it right. If you'd replayed it, they got it right.
Snap here's key.
Watch the snap. Heritage will get the stop. Play clock starts now, so they'll punt with 16 seconds to go.
And they're out of the shadow of their goal line.
Well, I'm going to admit that I feel better for the whole game itself.
Yeah.
That had there been replay, it would not have been a touchdown.
Correct.
Which I guess I'm always on the referee's side now that I do wear the stripes for basketball. But so they'll snap it with 20 seconds to go. A low bounding, and they couldn't, and that's just what the doctor ordered for Central. Clock runs, and they'll stop it with 7.4 to go. Boy, how perfect was that? Because Stevens wanted to get his hands on the football for a return, and he couldn't.
Yeah. If at minimum he goes up and just gets the ball and just goes straight down, it saves them probably 7 or 8 seconds.
Yep.
Now Deck's got to have time to throw the Hail Mary here. I don't remember when was the last time we had an actual Hail Mary at the end of a game?
Have we ever had one?
I'm not sure we have. They put a 0.8 seconds back on the clock to 8.5.
Clock stops on a first down, so if you threw it down to the 25, but you'd have to quickly get on the football, and I don't know that you have time for that. 8.5 seconds to go, 41-33. Deck running around, will turn, throw it to the end zone. One shot, receiver is there!
What? Oh my gosh!
Oh!
Wow! 0.9 left, they're gonna get another try.
Oh!
Oh my God!
Oh my! D.C. Cole. Oh. Okay. One more shot.
The fact they're getting a second opportunity is unbelievable.
One last play. 0.9 to go. Wesley Deck running, looking. Will throw this one to the end zone. Bounces around and Central survives 41-33. Wow, what a range of emotions at the end of that one. Heritage eliminated from the play. Qualifies for the playoffs. And watch this one.
Yeah, if it doesn't hit the second guy, it might have been caught for a touchdown on the carom.
Doesn't hit his head. Oh my goodness, what a finish. Big game for that young man right there as he played well, Dominic Stevens, but Central defense does just what they need to do, and they'll wait for Halls next week in a game of major importance, no matter what Halls does tomorrow night out west. Time now for Pilots High School Heroes, the 5th quarter. Let's head down to Casey Funderburg.
Hey guys, Frank, congratulations on the win. Let's talk about the ending here. A lot of emotions. It came literally right down until the end. Just can you talk about this game?
Yeah, I think we was a little nervous. I mean, we was a little comfortable going into the second half, so we gave up, and then we had to come back and fight for the thing. But, you know, defense got a big goal line stop, and we ended up winning the game.
Talking about that coming into the second half, what was it that got you guys back on track once you guys started to fall off a little bit?
I mean, coach, everybody, we just had to lock in. You know, like I said, we was a little nervous. We just had to slow it down and play Central football.
What about at the start of this game? I mean, we're not even a minute in. You have a 29-yard touchdown run. You end the night with 177 yards, 3 touchdowns. Can you just talk about your game tonight?
Yeah, I was a little injured going throughout the week, so I didn't know if I was going to play. I felt good today about it, and I played. Yeah, I got to give a big shout-out to the O-line.
Tonight, you guys also clinched going to the playoffs, so how exciting is that for your team?
Happy. Me and my guys get to go to work for another week, at least one more week.
All right, well, congratulations on the win, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Yeah, the Exterior Home Solutions 6-star MVP. Time now for the Harrison drive of the game, and it was this one here, and features a lot of that guy right there.
Yeah,
8 plays, 88 yards.
Yeah, they just ground and pound with Big Frank. A couple of nice plays otherwise, you know, from the quarterback Myers, and Myers is able to go up here, throws a beautiful inside ball and a nice diving catch, and then, of course, finding the touchdown here.
Dante Strickland on the first catch. This is Daryl Sackey right here. Daniel Sackey goes in. That the touchdown. 8 plays, 88 yards, made it 41-26, and providing the winning margin of the game. Joe Newberg collision of the game.
It's that guy, Donovan Washington, doing what he did all night long, which was lower the boom.
It could have been that one. It could have been the decapitation of Deck. You know, the 2-point conversion. Both great choices with the Joe Newberg collision of the game. Oh, goodness gracious, what a finish. Well, we'll take a look at our standings as Joe McNish is over here working over my right shoulder. Way to go, Joe. Proud of you. All right, here we go. Proud of me, by the way. I've never said that before. But anyway, I've got the lead here for 31-14.
Yep.
A 2-game lead over Austin.
Look at Eric Gross.
Casey over 500, and Eric Kane back there just kind of sucking wind in last place at 21-24. Nick Craney's got a lot to smile about because his team makes the playoffs. By the way, Casey, you feel the game down there. We're up here. What did it feel like at the end of the game when Heritage was that close?
Oh my gosh, it was so exciting down here. I was actually standing basically just a couple feet away from the pylon there when he almost caught that touchdown pass, and there was just a ton of emotion down here, but also a ton of excitement.
Golly bum, what a finish. Frank Johnson, the 4th. Needs a little rest before he'll carry the load next week against the Halls Red Devils. Okay, time now for our picks this week. Throw those picks up there on the screen, guys, if you don't mind. The first one is Rockwood and Oakdale. Casey?
I'm going with Oakdale.
Okay. Eric?
Give me Rockwood. Common opponents. Rockwood has typically had the better hand, and I believe Oakdale's lost 2 in a row. Left my notes at home. Took notes this week, but give me Rockwood.
I took notes this week after you set them up last week with that thing. As the sign comes crashing down on both of them.
Yeah, we're all good over here.
Yeah,
that was not me. That was not me that squealed, by the way.
Glad, making sure. Glad not paid my insurance premiums.
Give me Rockwood and John Webb. I think they win this football game. I do think it's a pretty good football game, but I think Rockwood wins.
I'll take Rockwood because I know they're very young. But I always say this, by the time you get to the end of the year, 9th graders are sophomores are juniors. I mean, this is a different team now than was at the start of the year. Give me Rockwood in that one. Webb at Boyd Buchanan. How about this one? What a great job Don Mahoney has done over there at Webb. They'll go up against Gary Rankin and Boyd Buchanan tomorrow night. Austin first.
I'm going to take Don Mahoney and Webb. I think that best football player on the field is Marquise Barrett, the Vanderbilt commit. I like Webb's quarterback. We'll feature him next week. Give me Webb.
Boy, Don and Mahoney and that staff have done an incredible job this year. 8-0 after taking over for the retiring Dave Meskey. I'll take Webb on the road in a close one. Eric.
Yeah, give me Webb on the road. I think there's might be some injury concerns there for Boyd Buchanan. Webb has done obviously both teams done a fantastic job, but I like Webb on the road for this one and Don Mahoney.
Casey.
We're going to go 4 for 4 tonight on Webb, taking Webb.
Well, she's protecting the lead. I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah,
I want to keep
Absolutely.
Eric in last place.
I was going to say, what lead? I mean, you just have a lead over me. That's nothing impressive.
It's a lead nonetheless.
There we go. Okay. The third game, Campbell County at Morristown East. Morristown East looking for their first win of the year. I'll take the boys of Campbell County to go over and get a win.
I think this is a really good football game. I think Morristown East has a little bit to play for. I know they can't make the playoffs, but first-year coach, hungry to try to get a win. They're winless on the season. Campbell County's in the playoffs. What do they think of this game?
Against your brothers?
It's my alma mater, Packer. Of course I'm taking Campbell County.
Casey.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Campbell County. I would love to see Morristown East get a win, especially at the end of the season, but I just don't think it's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
Yep. Morristown East really kind of pushed Gibbs last week. It was, I think, 21-14 and a half.
You're taking them.
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Good at the line of scrimmage, but I think Campbell County will have, despite losing some guys from last year, more athletes on the outside, so give me Campbell County.
Okay. Fourth game is McMinn County at Powell. I think Matt Lowe's turned the corner with this team. I know we saw him early in the year and a young at quarterback and all that. McMinn County's a team that played really well. They got a win over Oak Ridge early in the season. This is a sneaky good football game, but I think the home team wins. I'll take Powell. Casey.
I'm going to take Powell as well, not just because they're my hometown team now, but because just seeing them play a few times this season, they really play hard, and I just like this team, so going Powell.
If you want to go ahead and just put a shout out for your business, just go ahead.
Okay, guys, if you are needing to get a workout in, you need to come to Joyride Knox
6
in
a.m.
Powell, Tennessee. I teach the
First
6 a.m.
3 rides for
cycling
free.
class. Yeah, your first 3 rides are free, so sign up. It's indoor cycling, so much fun, lots of good music, and then I teach a couple classes a week. So.
There we go. Okay, invoices in the mail. Okay, Eric.
Yeah, Powell's won, 5 in a row? I mean, they just keep getting better and better and better. Give me Powell at home.
All right.
I agree. I really want to take McMinn. I just think Powell's got 1 or 2 athletes that McMinn doesn't have, and I think that's the difference.
Yeah, they don't have Stephen Souls. Just saying. Okay.
Or Connor Wheeler.
Last game, Maryville at Alcoa. This should be interesting. As we talked about earlier, Alcoa's undefeated. Maryville's 5-3. I'll go first in this one. I'll go against the grain here and take Maryville in this one. Just the bigger school always seems to find a way, although Maryville's awfully young. I know they're young, but I'll take Maryville in this one.
I'm going to go Alcoa. I just think that, anytime, listen, Alcoa doesn't have a lot to get up for through the course of the season and regular play.
But when they do.
But this is one of those games.
Okay.
So their kids are amped. This is something they're focused on. Keeping this one on their side of the ledger. Give me Alcoa.
Eric.
Maryville showed a lot, proved a lot to a lot of people last week, but give me Alcoa. Alcoa's got the better team this year playing at home. Give me Alcoa.
Casey.
Yep, same thing, Alcoa.
Everybody's taking Alcoa. I'm the only one that took Maryville. Okay, all right, great job over there. Maryville goes non-region this week. Back in region play next week against Farragut, while we will have Bearden at Bradley Central at a region championship game there. Living East Tennessee, WATE, 10 a.m. that day, previewing the game. The Gray Hodges pregame show at 6:30, and then 7 o'clock is Bearden at Bradley Central. 1 game left in the regular season, then we head to the playoffs over on ABC. What a game tonight. It didn't look that way for a while, but it finished that way. 41-33 Central. Bobcats make the playoffs. Congratulations to Nick Craney and his team after a thrilling win tonight.